Hello and welcome back to a Real Play. This is going to be a new game. This is Sourberry Saturdays. It's going to be a short mini-arc campaign that is centered in the Cozy Cove universe. Hello, my name is Abby Grasso and I am the GM for this game on this channel. If you have watched other Real Play videos with my Witchlight group that is going through right now, you've maybe seen me or seen these Real Plays. This is a different group, same GM. So in the effort to try and have a better video, as I promised in my last video, I'm going and making a little intro right here to kind of explain what this video is and say, hello, I am filming Abby, and the person putting snarky comments somewhere on the screen is editing Abby, which is still me, but she's me with better knowledge of how the content turned out, and if I fucked anything up. Chances are I did. But again, my goal here is to make an improvement with every single video I do. So this is the intro, and let's go ahead and get to the game. I'm gonna stop recording. Are we all ready to get into some D&D?
Ready.
Do it.
Exciting. All right. Just in case anyone needs, we do have the link for Owlbear Rodeo in the little voice chat. I just reshared it as well. And we should have everyone's actual tokens at the meeting of the path.
Hey.
Woo. So I thought it'd be really fun for us to kind of first maybe explore how we're all meeting up on the middle of the road. Ooh, I'm missing a token, actually, aren't I? But while I'm doing that, do we want to discuss maybe where we're coming from, how we are thinking about knowing each other, getting to say hello to each other, that sort of thing?
I feel like I'd be coming from the meadows.
So you're heading towards the meadows.
Oh, we're heading towards the meadows.
You're heading towards Sourberry Meadows, yes.
Gotcha. Then I'm not coming from there. JK.
Yeah. You just have such good perception on location. You're just like, no, that's where I go. And
it's that whopping 13 passive perception.
Yeah. Attach you to Brownie. Boom. Now you can move just one token, and both of them should move. Nope, it didn't work. Hold on.
Oh wait, yeah, there it goes. I have to click Brownie.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, because Brownie's the one riding, obviously.
It would make sense. Yes,
yeah.
Yes.
So I know that we kind of discussed everyone maybe had come from High Strand or maybe had come from area farming communities, depending, or just in the woods in general, and it doesn't matter like which direction you're coming from, obviously, regardless of which direction you came from, you're in the meeting of the paths, where all these paths converge. And I think, Dani, did you say last session that you had seen an advert in High Strand, or was that
Yep, that was me.
Okay. And then Nissa, what made you think Sourberry? Was it just the butterfly? Did a butterfly lead you here?
No, I was also in the city checking stuff out and heard about it and went, that sounds interesting and very joyful, so off I go.
A pie eating contest that comes with bragging rights? What?
Very, very joy.
All right. Thistle, how did you arrive?
Adventuring through the forest.
Okay.
And I heard about the festival and the pie eating contest specifically, because Thistle is determined to win that contest. So she's coming from Cozy Cove.
Awesome. And then in Cozy Cove, you would have met a few NPCs, which will make things a little more fun for you guys whenever we get there to the festival. So that'll be fun. You would have met the owner of the Cozy Cove Inn is Babs. And that, make sure you write that down because that will matter for you specifically later. You probably would have met her husband, Howard, who is a blacksmith. And you also would have likely met the druid. She has purple hair. Her name is Sativa. And you can know it's her because you'll smell her namesake plant.
Okay.
And she's a little twig blight named Carl that hangs out with her while going, ee! That's what he sounds like.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you would have met them and they would have definitely told you about how great the Sourberry Festival, they're all going to be actually donating their time as either vacationing or retired adventurers. They like to help out the local farming community and dedicate some magic, some cool abilities to make the festival a little more oomphy, because it is also the Sourberry farming community's fundraiser for the entire year. They're pretty broke farmers. This is how they get money to, make it through winter and that kind of thing. So it's a fundraiser of sorts, and they've kind of impressed upon you since you were here how important it is to throw in some extra money if you're able to. Make sure you're generous as you can. Since you are an adventurer, you can always earn more money, right? These are farmers who are they're crucial for people like you to live, but also they kind of do need help. And they've probably told you all of this at length because they're very opinionated about these things. They're old retired adventurers. Of course they are. So with that, you would have been coming from Cozy Cove. Dani, you coming from High Strand. And Thistle, Nissa, you as well coming from Hystrin, which means you guys possibly would have met on the road. Perhaps Nissa saw the amazing horse that is Brownie.
Mm.
And I don't want to throw you guys to the wolves, but so I have it's a puppet. I think you all said puppets are fine on your form. That said, I find it's helpful to have an NPC to help facilitate introductions. So even though this NPC is not in Sourberry, you guys can have this one. So everyone go ahead and make a perception roll. That's going to be rolling your D20, and you'll be adding your perception modifier to that. For example, Thistle, your perception is a +5. Huh?
Oh, sorry, I got a nat 20 already.
Oh.
I already ruined my night. That's it.
Wow!
That's the only one I'm gonna get.
All right. It might be. It's our first nat 20 of the night. What are the other rolls we got?
I got 12.
A 12? All right. Nissa, how about you?
A 10.
A 10. All right. Well, you know what, Dani? Good job on that 20. That was a good call. So as you were walking up with Brownie the horse, you're going to see some people up ahead, but you're going to notice a little snail sitting on a branch about eye level just waving at you. Hey. Hi.
I'll quietly approach and just. He's at eye level.
He's on a branch.
Like it's totally eye level.
Well, on a branch.
I'll just kind of look behind me and then look back at it and. I'm sorry.
Hi.
Hi.
I like your horse.
Thank you. This I'm just gonna put my hand on her neck and just kind of like pat her and be like, "This is Brownie. Brownie, this is
Sammy the sassy snail.
Brownie. This is Sammy the sassy snail."
Hi.
She just kind of like huffs.
So, are you? Oh, hey, look! And she looks at you, Nissa, and sees you. Is like, hey, hi! Can you help her see me? I don't think she can see me. Hi, you! Hey!
Yeah, I'll gently scoop up Sammy into my hand and just kind of turn it towards the approaching Nissa and be like, this thing talks.
Hi!
Hi. I've not met a talking snail before.
Oh, are you new to Cozy Cove?
I am. This is my first time here.
A lot of weird stuff happens around here.
Amazing. What kind of weird stuff?
Well, so we have a lot of chaos magic around here, right? So sometimes things get a little weird. Like I'm not the only talking snail, but like talking snails aren't exactly special either, you know? Like they don't all talk, but some of us do.
I'm still just staring at the back of its head. So holding it.
Yeah, look at what those evil bandits did to my ear, man.
Wait, there's bandits around.
Oh, it's okay. Some other adventurers took care of them.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Are you all right?
Oh, yeah, I am now. It was awesome. They took care of them. They kicked their ass. It was awesome.
That's good to hear. I'm sorry about your ear.
Oh, it's okay. Snails aren't even supposed to have ears anyway, so it's probably fine.
I'm sure that's true.
So, ooh, look, over there!
Because I just kind of like whip around.
And Thistle, you're now seeing a talking snail as well.
Hi.
Hey, hi! You look like you like nature and stuff, do you?
Yes, of course. How did you know?
You can kind of tell. Like, you've got a twig in your hair.
You do kind of have a little something in your...
Yeah.
So are you guys all adventurers?
Yes, I'm an adventurer, and I'm going to the Sourberry Festival. What about you guys?
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't call myself an adventurer, but I did hear something about an amazing pie eating contest and it's pie, so I figured why not take a break.
The pie eating contest is crazy.
I am going to win the contest this year. I am determined.
Those bug eyes.
You're gonna win?
Yes,
But there's only where's your team?
just me.
You need a team for a pie eating contest?
Oh boy. And he starts like laughing.
Oh no.
I feel like there's stuff we need to know about this pie eating contest. What can you tell us?
This isn't your average pie eating contest. This thing is way crazier. It actually starts from a really cool history actually. Do you guys not know the history of the Sourberry Festival?
No.
Can't say that I do.
Remind me.
Okay,
Guns.
so sour berries, this really cool berry. You probably see them all around those bushes over there. The bushes that are headed over towards Sourberry Meadows.
Yep, they're tasty.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I really wouldn't eat those if I were you.
Oh,
You
why?
you need a Constitution saving throw, or you'll get some damage.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's okay. Not always. It doesn't always do damage, mind you. So, once upon a time, in a land long ago, well, okay, it wasn't far away. It's actually right there. But, once upon a time, there was a bunch of chaos magic in this area. You've heard about it, right?
Yeah.
Vaguely.
So, all that chaos magic kind of makes these berries happen, right? So, these berries, they can cause damage. But the people who live here, over there, in the Sourberry Meadows, they've been eating them their whole lives, so they don't really have an issue eating them, you know? So they started making a whole kind of food and culture and cuisine around it because they're everywhere. I mean, look at them, and they're farmers. They're responsible. They're not going to waste resources like that.
That makes sense.
So these people are eating magic berries and they're all right?
Yeah, they're tough. Sourberry people are tougher than the average kind of person. But anyway, so they started having pie eating contests. Now, it was a traditional contest, right? Where you just have a bunch of pies, you eat a bunch of pies, and it's all fine and well and dandy, right? Well,
Sure.
so then there were these adventurers, kind of like you guys, but bigger. And they wanted to participate in the contest too. But, well, they don't from around here, so those berries were kicking their asses, man. So they said the farmers couldn't do the cool things that they do, and the adventurers can't do the cool things the farmers do. So they decided to make it a combo contest. So it started with some silly stuff, like who can balance on their head the longest, stuff like that. But then as the years went on and on and on, it got more and more elaborate. And now every year it's new secret things that you don't really know until you're going to go do the contest. And, yeah. Sometimes it kicks your ass and sometimes the pies do. But either way, you need a team of people to do it.
Okay.
Well,
But, you know, I'm just saying, there's 3 of you here. That's almost enough for a whole team.
I don't know if I'm down for eating chaotic berries, but
Well, I bet if you
come
go
on.
to the festival,
Will you
there's
guys
probably
join
some
me?
people who can help you with understanding it better. I mean, I'm just a snail after all. I can eat the berries no problem.
I know you're kind of getting some goo on my hands. Can I put you back on your branch?
Sure.
All right, cool. I'm just gonna just sit them back down.
He, tries to, wipe the goo off your hand, but it's just getting more goo on your
It's
hand.
just spreading it. Yeah, I'll be like,
You know,
thanks,
there's some
Sammy.
people
And
who
just
use that goo for skincare stuff. You're welcome.
I'll take some of that.
Just smears it all over.
Oh my god.
Smears.
Well, I mean, if we were all heading in anyway, I guess we could check it out. I'm Dani, by the way. Nice meeting y'all.
I'm Thistle. That sounds great.
Yeah, let's
This
go.
this is Brownie. I feel like she should probably stay out here though. Did you say there was a spot for her? I can't remember.
There will be at the campsite you'll stay at. There'll be a spot for her, so you can take her
right.
to the campsite. Yeah.
Disregard, she's coming in.
Yeah, there's this really great campsite you guys can all stay at. It's not that expensive at all. It's really nice. And since you're actually a day early, no one's there yet. You have your pick of the spots. You can get the best spot you want if you hurry.
Well, then I reckon we should get in there.
Heck
Let's do
yeah.
it.
Whenever you guys get there, remember, be nice. It pays to be nice and be friends of things, you know, like friends of people or even cool snails.
Snails.
But he is subtly trying to tell you, make sure you're trying to put your best foot forward because there is reputation that you can also gain. It's a friend of Sourberry Meadows, and there's advantages to having that as well. So,
Cool.
yeah. So you're thinking to get together, head to Sourberry together?
Sounds good.
Yeah, let's go.
Good luck, guys.
Thank you, Sammy.
Thank you, Sammy.
So you guys are gonna head to Sourberry together. Along the way, you're welcome to maybe, you're traveling with strangers now. Perhaps you'd want to introduce yourselves, say what made you think about going to this festival, chit chat.
So I'll look over at Thistle as we're meandering towards it. So you seem pretty knowledgeable on this pie eating contest. You've been here before.
Oh no, I just heard that there was a contest and I know that I can win. And with you guys helping me, we're definitely going to win. I learned about it my
I can
first
agree.
time though. What brings you
Interesting.
this way?
I pretty much just kind of roam around. Don't really stay in too many places for too long. Stopped by Hysterin. Kind of heard about the pie eating contest and figured why the hell not? Kind of use a break.
Perfect.
I'm just gonna kind of look at Nissa. Sorry, Buffy, you're a rock gnome, correct?
Correct.
Okay. You look like a rock, like skin-wise, rock.
No.
No, I'm serious. I don't know if it's like if their skin is like.
Are you gonna try and collect her skin?
Oh my god, no! I didn't even go there.
Chip a little off.
I tapped on your back. Ding.
Like when you first said that, I was like, oh my gosh.
Like, excuse me, pig. No, just kind of like look over and be like, I don't think I've ever seen one of your kind before.
No, possibly not. We're often in the burrows and we don't travel a lot.
That's fair, I guess. But yeah, actually, as we're walking, if there's anything, any sort of like rock on the path, like just something smooth, good in the hands, I'm just gonna kind of like excuse me, and just kind of like scoop one up and.
Absolutely.
You were
myself. Yep. I do it because I have the speakers on and I don't want to like cause a bunch of reverb. So I try to turn it off to like have better audio quality. Alas, I forget I do it sometimes, despite it literally lighting up. Along the path, you guys, there's not as many unique stones. It's more of like a dirt path. But there are a lot of the berries that you heard mentioned. You guys notice that they are in fact they are very ripe. They look like juicy. Like imagine like a big juicy like blueberry, but the color of like a strawberry. It's a very juicy red berry. And like as you pass them, sometimes you even get whiffs of these like very sweet scented berries, like because they're in bloom and the berries are literally on the branches. You can see why they'd make a whole festival around it, because they are obviously overrun with these berries. Like as you get closer, you see more and more of these berries.
I'm not gonna lie, it smells pretty good.
Yeah, Thistle sees them and grabs a few. Is about to eat them.
I wouldn't. No. That snail back there said you probably shouldn't be eating them just yet.
Well,
Don't eat them until I've got my notes out. I want to see what happens. I'm going to take notes about this.
I had a couple before and I felt fine. And Thistle takes them and eats them.
Oh my god.
They're delicious.
So Thistle has, what's your constitution? Awesome. And that berry does not bother you.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
the fun.
That's going to come in handy. Very interesting.
You want them?
I'm okay, and I'm gonna kind of like tug on Brownie's reins a little because I see her kind of like sniffing over to the kind of like, no girl, no. We got oats for you in the bags. You don't need that.
To be clear, every berry will have a chance of doing damage, and if it does that, then you get the chance of the Constitution saving throw to see if your system responds positively or negatively. Just to kind of, it's a little metagamey, but you're all new, and I kind of want to explain some mechanics since it's not like published material as well. So every time you guys tell me you're taking a berry or eating a berry type of food, unless it's specified that no damage happens, I roll a die. I'm not going to tell you how that die rolling goes because it is determined on some of your stuff as well. And then I'll tell you, hey, con saving throw or not. And when you do a Constitution saving throw, you will roll a d20 and you will add your Constitution saving throw modifier, which I have in front of me. I think Thistle's +1, Nissa, you're +2, and Dani, you are +2 as well on your saving throws. So you guys are approaching Sourberry. As you get closer and closer, you do actually see up ahead, you see a couple like hand fashioned signs directing you to the Sourberry Festival campgrounds, and across the little path from that campground you see the what you assume is the festival grounds, and it was once a large field. It now has a weird shimmery barrier actually all around the barrier, and you can't actually see past it. And those of you who have, the passive perception of 19 for sure, you all have good passive perception. You have 15 and 13 there too. So you guys are all well aware that this is probably a magical boundary that's been enacted. And Thistle, you having stayed in Cozy Cove, you would have just been told by Babs and Sativa that they were lending magic to it. And these are both very, like, Sativa's not a crazy high level, but Babs is a very high level magic user. So you're aware there's going to be some pretty cool magic going on. And it was mentioned that their biggest concern is the high level magic and the chaos magic and how it all handles in this big event. That was their big concern. Which maybe you'd want to tell your friends about since they did not know about that from Cozy Cove.
Okay. Ooh, Babs told me about this.
About this, and I
About the
go to
barrier,
like,
yeah. Oh, no.
can I just kind of like, all right,
And like
not gonna poke
as
it.
you get close, you can't even you can't get close enough to touch the barrier. It's not in a mean way. It's just like a resistance where you just can't go.
Did they tell you how to get past it?
No, I don't think so.
They did not. They told you that it wouldn't be open until the actual festival hours. No one that's not helping with the festival would be able to even get in until festival opened.
Oh, darn,
Okay.
we have to wait. Yeah. We can't get
Yeah.
in until festival hours.
And as you guys are all discussing this, a friendly voice calls out. He's like, "Oh, adventurers? This early?" And a friendly-looking man approaches, and you guys are standing near enough to the campground for me to move us to that scene. If your screen did not update where we're at, just hit refresh and it will. So you guys find yourselves. Make sure it's in frame. There we go. The campgrounds. A nice man named Cedric and his younger son Finn are there. And Cedric greets you. He's like, "Oh, you're here early. The festival's not till tomorrow. Most of the adventurers don't even use the campgrounds until tomorrow night when they're too drunk from the Sourberry Ale to head back home."
Hi, we decided to get here early and prepare for the contest.
Oh. The mention of the contest, his son, Finn, his eyes light up. And Cedric's like, "Oh, you're going to get him going. Finn here is a big fan of the pie eating contest. So your adventurers hoping to join your teammates and play and do the festival?"
Yep.
I'm like, this one here, I'm gonna kind of like thumb towards this. I'll be like, I don't know. She kind of has it that she's gonna win this thing. I don't know.
We're gonna win this thing.
I'm sorry, we're gonna win this thing.
So Finn, upon hearing this, goes, "You guys want to win the contest? I wasn't old enough to join and to do it until this year. But I don't have a team because there's limits to how many people from Sourberry can do it." And Cedric kind of like puts his hand on the boy's shoulder and he's like, I don't know how familiar you are with the rules around here, but because it's a physical contest and a lot of us are just farmers, while we can eat a lot of pies, we cannot risk our bodies. We have harvest to worry about. So every team may have one person from Sourberry Meadows who can eat a lot of their pies. They're the one who's the anchor on stage eating pies the whole time. While you adventurers go through the obstacle course, and then the first ones to get on stage will then proceed to eat more pies, and then whoever eats the most pies without dying or passing out wins. Finn here, he's got a hollow leg. No one eats more pie than him.
Ooh.
Okay.
Guys,
He's a growing lad. He looks scrawny, but like that deceptively scrawny 18-year-old body that like will literally eat you out of house and home.
He must absolutely join our team.
I agree.
Sure. I guess I'm in for it.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so you guys are gonna offer to have Finn on your team?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Congratulations. You have accepted the quest, Finn's Quest. It's not got a cool name, sorry. It's just a quest that Finn has. But yes,
I'm going to call it the Dormant Pies.
Finn has a dream to one day win the pie eating contest. And this might have something to do with the mean kids in town who bully him a little bit. It might. We'll see, But he's always wanted to win this contest. He's never had friends to be able to play with that are from out of town who wouldn't be disqualified for having more than one player. They're from Sourberry. Finn's always wanted to win the contest. As you guys get to talking, you actually learn that Finn, since he's 18, he actually wants to help Sourberry grow. He points to you, Thistle, and goes, "Well, you know how it was. You were at Cozy Cove. That's a whole small town that grew up out of this chaos magic, and they're having a fun time. They have a thriving industry. They have dungeons. They have adventurers. They have stuff. We're a great community, too. We could have more stuff. We could have more festivals. but no one's heard about us. But if I was a pie-eating champion from Sourberry, I could go out and get people to come here and see how awesome it is. And he's like really excited about the idea of like going out and just recruiting people to how cool their area is.
I'm just
Finn,
gonna
that's
kind of
amazing.
like lean into Brownie and be like, did you notice if he took a breath or not during that entire speech?
Thistle says, Finn, that's amazing. We're going to win, and I can see it now. What's this town called?
Sourberry Meadows Farming Community.
Sourberry Meadows. Sourberry Meadows Farming Community. It's a little bit long, but
One day we'll be a town, and then it can just be Sourberry Meadows, but right now we're just a farming community.
You'll get there.
yeah.
Listen, that's how I showed up.
Exactly.
I heard about it.
And if I win a pie eating contest, everyone will want to listen to me because everyone thinks this pie eating contest is really hard. Because it is. So if I'm a winner, they'll listen to me. If I have that sash, if I wear that bright pink sash, they'll know.
They sure will.
I love the idea of like adventurers all duking it out for bright pink, like Barbie pink sashes, you know?
Nice.
Participation trophies.
But it's to win though, because it's only the winning team gets those sashes, you know? It's bragging rights at the end of the day. So since Finn's on your team, he's like, okay, look, I'm not allowed to know about the contest, although I do know some things, but I'm not going to cheat. I am going to say that make sure you do all the stuff you can at the festival tomorrow. I bet you'll get some clues.
Clues on how to win the pie-eating contest?
Clues.
I love clues.
And yeah, he means clues to like things that might help you. Like, you know, there's people there who might give you advice on how to best handle the damage. You might be able to find things that actually help you mitigate damage. He's just basically urging you to make sure you go to all the booths and see what people have to say, what you can find out.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and Thistle, you were actually told by Babs that if you wanted to win the pie eating contest, to see the fortune telling tent so they could tell you the future. You need to see where you're a winner.
Ooh. Guys, we have to check out the fortune teller tent.
And Nissa and Dani, you both, when Finn is talking about this sash, you recall the pubs you were in. One pub, the one that Nissa you were in, actually had the bar owner that was the inn that you were staying in. It actually had the bright pink Sourberry Meadows Farming Community Pie Eating Champion bright pink sash was actually hung in their bar, like in a place of honor, like the where you'd hang a trophy or like a gun if you're like that kind of bar. Like it's a proud sash hanging above the bar. Like it was actually quite a bragging right, even in a major city. And Dani, you actually saw some adventurers, a couple of them, wearing their sash. And they were actually talking about how they only have a day left before they have to actually compete for the honor of wearing their sashes again. Because, you know, you can only wear the honorable sash for 1 year until the next contest. And, like, they've obviously been wearing these sashes. Like, they look like they've worn these sashes across their adventures. Like, there's some fire damage, there's blood, there's a little bit of ooze trail, you know, like... These adventurers literally wore these sashes out of pride for a year of adventuring, and they're sad. They were sad. They were drinking themselves, like, oh, what if we don't win? It kicked our ass last time.
But like, I do recall seeing some of those. I feel like it would clash with my hair though. She's got like long, shaggy pink hair, kind of like down to the mid back type of thing. She just kind of like ruffles it. She'd be like, I don't know if it would match that well. I mean, if we win, y'all can keep mine. That's fine. I don't really need one.
Your horse is gonna be so upset. Like, I could wear the sash.
I'll just kind of like pat her neck and be like, you don't need it, girl. You're fine. We'll be a target.
Be a target. Or would you be respected more? Left alone because they don't want to mess with somebody who can win that pie eating contest. So Cedric explains that the camping accommodations are It's 1 gold per like party of people because you get to have a really large tent, so you guys can split that up amongst yourselves. Someone can pay for it. It's 1 gold.
I think I got that on me.
You should all have that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know where it is, but
So is someone gonna pay the 1 gold?
I got it. I'll kind of go through a bag that I got at my hip and be like, it's just I'm sorry, how much for one of these tents?
It would be a gold for your entire party, and since you're the first ones here, you guys can have the nice big one over there, and there's a nice spot for your horse over there as well.
Cool. As I go into the bag, I pull out like a handful of just rocks and like there's a couple coins mixed in there, and I just pluck out a gold piece and hand it to.
I appreciate you very much. He takes and he walks you guys along the area and kind of shows you. He's like, we got some of the cheaper tents over here, got the nicer ones over here. Now, since you're here early and you paid a gold, this here tent right here, that's yours. It is very large. It sleeps 6 comfortably, mind you, so it'll be great for 3 of you.
And a horse.
And a horse.
and a horse.
And a horse.
And a raccoon.
It's not illustrated, but there's a little like temporary stable situation behind it. Behind a few of the nicer tents, you see little temporary stables for horses. And there's also around the campfire, you guys see like cooking equipment. There's some small boxes of like basic provisions, so you could probably make yourselves a nice meal if you wanted to. You also see around the area, you also see like things you could forage for food as well, should you want to, including a lot of mushrooms. And it's a nice little spread, a nice little area, and Cedric seems pretty proud of it. Finn's obviously just really excited to be included, so he's just like, yee, this is great. And yeah, he's like, well, if you guys need anything, I'll be near. And he kind of points to the barrier if you guys can't. So he's like, I'll be in and out of there. If you need anything, though, just let me know. Call for Finn or myself. We'll be able to help you out if you need anything.
So when does this open again?
It'll open tomorrow morning, bright and early.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so you'll have a nice evening where you guys can talk around the fire, eat, rest up.
Drink.
Of course, drink. He's like, do you guys need some ale? I can probably get some sent over.
Keep hearing about this sourberry ale.
He kind of smiles a wicked smile. He's like, oh, I'll see if I can't get a little sourberry ale sent on over to you.
Thank you.
Question, does sourberry ale have the same effects as sour berries?
Haha, asking some good questions here. Let's I'm gonna be real honest. Let me pull up I have a menu that has all the cheat notes on it for me, so let me pull it up. So I honestly don't recall if it's one of the ones it does or not. Most of the sourberry dishes you get at the festival don't, but there's a couple that do. No, none of the sourberry mead does not do damage. The sourberry slammer does.
Slammer damage. Got it.
Yeah. But remember, when sometimes damage is not a bad thing. If damage teaches you what to expect, it's not a bad thing at all.
Then in the interest of science, I will try a slammer.
Oh my god.
In the interest of science, you're going to take a slammer?
I am.
Well, so to be clear, he can only really get you a little bit of mead, because a lot of those drinks are actually for the festival. He's willing because you guys seem nice. Yeah. He's willing because you guys seem nice to bring you some mead, because he knows the guy who has it, but like it's not open yet.
We'll get you a slammer.
Yeah. And it also has you can also get you also add a shot floater to the slammer as well.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I like to drink, by the way. If it's not painfully obvious. They kind of ask you if you guys have any questions, you guys need anything before they depart.
Can we use the utensils and everything over by the fire? Or we?
Yeah, everything that you guys see, you're welcome to use. There's a box with a little bit of basic provisions in there. You're welcome to use them. The pots and pans are available for use. Whatever you see here, you're welcome to use.
Okay.
Is anyone else feeling hungry? Dinner sounds good.
Yeah, let's make some dinner. I might go forage for some mushrooms.
All right.
I'll join you.
Oh boy.
So you guys are gonna be doing some nature checks, eh?
Yes.
Alrighty. Let's see. So Thistle, you said you're gonna do some foraging.
Yep.
All
We're
right.
both going to.
Are you thinking? Let's see. Let's do you want to do a nature check? That's gonna be a D20, the +3. I think is what you have for nature. Yes.
14.
All right. Then you'll add your. Is that 14 what you rolled? And then you add your.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna add your +3 of your nature score to that. And if anyone's
Okay.
wondering about those scores, let me know. I know some of you didn't have them filled out. But nature, you have a +3 on that because you have proficiency. So you actually are able to find some pretty cool mushrooms. Pulls dice over here. You are able to forage. Go ahead and roll 2 d8s for me, or a d8 twice.
A 1 and a 4.
All right. So at first you struggle a little bit to find any mushrooms, but you do find one mushmallow. A mushmallow is a mushroom that actually, when roasted, has the consistency, like when roasted over a fire, has the consistency of a toasted marshmallow, and can make a vegetarian s'more alternative that grows naturally. So you found one of those, and you found 4 basically like savory mushrooms that are basically like think like chicken of the forest type, charnels type mushrooms that are very tasty. You can roast them over the flames should you wish.
Okay.
Who else is looking to forage some shrooms?
Me.
Nissa, all right, you have a... Okay, go ahead and roll a d20.
That would be, I cannot read that, 6.
Okay. We have a +2 to nature, which makes it an 8, which unfortunately you know these are a new kind of mushroom. You've never actually seen mushes or mushmallows before. So you're not familiar with these kind of mushrooms. So you unfortunately don't have much success finding them, despite them being everywhere. But you'll get a chance to look again. I'm sure your friends might want to help you look again, or could give you advantage if if Thistle would like to maybe help you look. You'd get a second roll.
Yes.
Awesome.
I'd like to give her guidance. Guidance, right?
Yeah. So to be clear, your character has the guidance ability, but you also anyone can help someone with the helping action, and they'll give them advantage on something.
Okay.
Okay.
So you
Can you both?
so you can actually, since you did successfully find mushrooms, it's feasible to believe that you could tell her, "Hey, look for these," which would then give Nissa another chance to roll the d20 again.
Okay. Nissa, look for these These are mushmallows. They're tasty
Mushmallows.
treats.
Okay.
Good one.
You know what? Okay, so you said, "I don't care what that sign says. I can't read." You know what? It's that you were excited by all the excitement in the air, and because while you're
there was a great twig.
yeah, because while you're doing this, there's NPCs going in and out of the barrier that you can't cross, and you actually, while you're searching, you actually overhear the following. "Oh, the Oven Coven has their award-winning berries ready, award-winning pies ready this year, I hear. I hope they made enough. They always sell out. Remember when we used to have too many pies? And now this whole thing started. And now we run out. Can you imagine a world when we run out of pies?" And into the contest they go. But obviously, this is distracting. Like, what do you mean a berry oven coven? What does that even mean? You're a little distracted. Dani, were you looking for mushrooms as well?
No, I feel like I'd be setting up B over at the stables,
Okay.
getting her settled.
Alrighty. And then once you have B all settled and whatnot, what are you thinking about doing? You gonna...
I guess if they're out looking for stuff to snack on, I mean, I guess I could just kind of be gathering the pots and pans and just kind of getting stuff ready for when they come back.
Yeah. And you did see some oats and whatnot that you could give Brownie as well, that were readily available for you. There's some hay and whatnot, but also some oats, and like there's a couple apples and carrots included in the box of food that was left for you guys.
Is Finn still with us, or at least at the tent?
He's about
did he leave?
him and his dad are about to leave, but he's here for a question if you have one.
So while Brownie's grazing, like hanging out in the back, I'll just kind of be like, is there anything? So I heard these berries can be a little tricky. If my horse if she's grazing, is she gonna be all right? If she picks up anything?
He kind of looks like, well, I mean, I think so. I see little bunnies eat them all the time. I see snails eat them all the time. I see all sorts of creatures eat them all the time. I've never seen someone have a problem with them, but I mean, if you're worried, I mean, he kind of looks around. He's like, I don't think there's, well, maybe be careful. Like he's like, I've never seen anyone have a problem with it. And we do have traveling adventurers with their horses who come in. So
I'm just saying, you mentioned snails, and do you know you got a talking snail out there?
we have several talking snails out here.
Oh. All right. Well, then disregard.
Yeah, so not all of them, mind you. That'd be weird, but more than a couple.
Okay. All right.
There's worse things that can talk.
So wait, I guess I have to cast it, don't I, to talk to her?
Talk to who?
Brownie.
Oh, okay. Right.
Speak with animals, yeah.
You're like, maybe I just need to have you hang out in the chaos magic a little longer, and then I won't have to.
Right? I never know.
I need to overexpose my horse to chaos magic.
Oh my
So
god.
I don't have to waste a spell slot.
Jesus. Do I waste a spell slot on that? Well, technically we're going to be resting tonight, yeah?
Yeah. You guys are
Done.
gonna have evening to rest, so blow all your spell slots while you can.
Yeah!
And keep in mind that something could happen, and things do go bump in the night. Who knows what'll happen? She said, foreshadowing things.
Alright, I'll cast it. I'll do speak with animals.
Okay.
And I kind of like lean around the tent to Brownie and be like, "Girl, please just don't pick up any of the berries that you see. The shrooms look to be all right. Please just don't touch any of the berries. I don't know how. Just don't. Okay."
Do you prefer speaking for your horse, or do you want me to speak for your horse?
You can go. That's a cat.
Hi, Amy. That's my familiar.
No, you can if you want. That's cool.
I don't have a horse voice picked out, but
That's fine.
oats. There's oats. Is she a boy or a girl? Sorry.
That's a girl.
Okay. Well, there's oats. There's carrots. There's apples. I guess I'm okay with having those if you just hook a horse up.
I'm just, all right. Give me a sec. All right, so I'll gather her feed bag and whatnot off her saddle and hook her up and be like, all right, you got something. Just holler if you need it. You're good for now.
How long does Speak with Animals last?
I believe it is 10 minutes.
All right. Some water would be nice.
I'll go back over, be like, Finn, you got a water ball or something I could use?
Oh, and he kind of looks like they haven't brought over the water troughs yet for the temporary stables. They'll be over soon. We'll come bring them soon. And he actually takes off to go see how that's going, so he can come back shortly when next I need an NPC to answer questions, to bring you your water trough for the horse. And while you guys are setting up and whatnot, and talking and feeding your horse, you hear a little more people walking in and out, just bits and pieces of conversation. You hear Charlia Siren Song is back with her soaps. Her booth always smells like a dream all the way from over here. And she's referring to, and you guys can smell it as they describe it, a waft of not just the sourberry sweetness that's in the air, but also the gentle sense of eucalyptus, rosemary, lavender, nice, clean, good soaps. And you can definitely tell that they're being transported into the area. So there's obviously going to be a little soap booth featured. While another person is like, remember last year when the Invincible Icons showed up? Talk about a bunch of loudmouths. Still, they were good at the game, so I'll give them that. And Dani and Nissa, those the two adventurers, or think it was Dani, you had the adventurers you saw wearing the sash, right? It was actually 2 members of the Invincible Icons that you saw wearing those sashes. And in fact, they are a bunch of loudmouths. They were kind of insufferable tools.
How I heard about it.
Yep. And then you guys also hear, hope I got that landing platform for the zip line secured properly in time. I don't want anyone ending up in the bushes again.
Dani makes a mental note to not. What is it?
Oh, it's a zip line, and I bet you're gonna want to go on it.
Oh God.
Thistle looks at Pockets, her raccoon buddy. I am so excited for tomorrow. Zip line. Little high five.
I don't know, I just love how raccoons, like, when they do this. It's so cute.
They always look like they're plotting shit. They do.
They are.
Their little fingers.
And as you talk to your raccoon, a little squirrel takes off across the campgrounds.
Pockets looks over. Or Thistle and Pockets share a look.
Get it.
I don't know.
Peer pressure.
It stops. It like starts picking at a mushroom, and it kind of looks, and it looks at. Sorry, which one of you failed your check for your mushrooms? Was it you, Thistle? No, it was Nissa.
Nissa.
The squirrel looks over at you, Nissa, and kind of like a jerk, actually. He kind of points to the mushrooms and like rolls his eyes like, you dumbass, and then picks up a mushroom, shoves it in his mouth, and runs away.
Thistle. While that was happening, Thistle like looks angry and she produces flame. That's one of her cantrips. And she's holding it like she's gonna throw it.
Squirrel like takes off of a tree.
Yeah, he takes off.
Hoping that you don't want to hurt it because you don't want to hurt trees. So the squirrel takes off running. Nissa, Thistle, do you want to bond over this asshole squirrel?
Yes.
What a jerk.
What a jerk.
Are all squirrels like that?
Yes, they all
Yes.
are. I hope there's not a lot of them here.
And Dani, does that back up what you know about squirrels?
Yeah, they're all kind of dicks.
They're all kind of dicks. Every last one of them.
They're always torturing Brownie from high up in the trees and throwing acorns and nah. I don't like squirrels.
Squirrels are jerks, man.
Plucky little shits.
As you guys are pontificating the asshole squirrels, some people do bring over another a thing of water for Brownie, and they set it down, and it's an empty trowel at first. Obviously, it's just, a wooden like trough for water. And one of the people just taps the side of it like like the way you tap like a top of an ambulance or something. They just tap it, and it just fills with crisp, cool water, and they walk away.
That's a neat trick.
Yeah.
The guy who's leaving is like, it's cooler when you turn it into wine. Have a good night. It's not really a religious joke, but I'm really proud of anyone who can make something into wine. Like that's a cool party
do
trick.
I have a skill for that?
Like it's a cool party trick. So they continue on, heading on out. They drop a few more of these water troughs by the tents, and the sun begins to set. You guys occasionally will hear little chitterings of NPC talk. If you actively listen, let me know. We can roll, and I'll tell you what you hear. In the meantime, you have the opportunity to cook up some food, to get to know each other, maybe discuss any of your goals for the festival.
Ooh.
So what'd you guys end up finding?
I found nothing.
That's okay, Nissa. We got a marshmallow, which we'll all share. They're delicious for dessert.
It's a
and
single
4
marshmallow.
savory mushrooms.
Just
How big? I thought it was big, though.
So once you grill it, it's gonna basically be like the size of a nice oversized mushroom or a marshmallow for a good hearty s'more, but it's still a single marshmallow. But you all can roll nature again and keep trying to find more.
Okay.
to be clear.
Okay.
Wait,
Yeah.
how big are marshmallows there? Ours are like this big.
What?
Oh, so I
never
mean,
heard of
there's
them.
different sizes. We have like the little bitty ones, like you put on for like on top of cocoa, and then there's like the larger ones. Like there's like the regular traditional like regular ones, and there's like the jumbo ones you can get. I love
Oh.
s'mores, guys. There's also the jumbo ones, and they also have the s'mores ones, which are like flat, so they're not harder to do on a s'more. I don't like those though. They don't get gooey the right way, you know. So I
They're
just do
already
2
flat,
marshmallows. Yeah. So I just do 2
I need to go
marshmallows
back
to have
the
that better
American
ratio.
supermarket and look.
Yeah. I can go on for days about s'mores, guys. And don't even get me started on chocolate choices, okay? It's a whole different conversation.
Nice.
Get a Cadbury Carmelo.
Oh my god.
Those
Yeah.
are good.
Sugar overload.
Yeah, it's a s'more. Yeah. You can also do like a
Oh, like,
peanut butter
so-
situation for like a little protein, you know?
Ooh, that'd be good.
Yeah. I love s'mores, you guys. I really do.
Now I need a s'more.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna look at the meager findings of whatever they have. What is it? Four mushrooms?
4 mushrooms.
Rations. I don't know what that is, but we can put that with the mushrooms.
Well, and they did include some regular boxes of food. No s'mores. Well, there's s'more accoutrement, but not marshmallows. But they also have like, you know, some cured meats and you know, just your basic provisions you would be given, other than the apples and carrots and oats that were left for the horse. There's rice, there's some potatoes, you could make a meal out of what's been left for you guys as part of the campgrounds. And you could also you could also try to like gather some sour berries, gather some mushrooms. If you want to,
And-
you could try to hunt a squirrel if you want. I mean, it's up to you. You're the players. You can do whatever you want.
This is a wanderer, and she's able to provide food for up to 5 other people,
You guys
right?
can do that. Let me grab your sheet. I can't look at your character sheet. My cat's on it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And you cannot disturb
I
the
can't.
baby.
Yeah, so I'm like,
No.
No.
well, can't do that.
I have it up.
It's cat rules.
So,
But I do think I recall you having that. Yes, so you can provide
Yeah.
food.
so is that me going foraging again, or
I actually don't know. What is the exact term used?
find food, water for up to 5?
Okay, so
and-
it is find.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you would basically be using that ability and to procure some stuff. And we'll say that your imagination can tell us what you find, and I will roll how many delicious mushmallows you find. Ooh, nice. You found 9. You found 9 marshmallows
Wow.
to join your 1 to bring you to 10 total, as well as whatever foods you describe to us that you have found for your party.
So Thistle and Pockets share a look and tell the rest of the party, "We'll be right back," and head into the brush, into the forest. And she comes out with squirrels. Is it 9 squirrels?
I'm sorry.
Squirrels.
Who was-
Squirrels.
I was rolling how many marshmallows you found.
Oh,
Are
marshmallows. Okay.
you
But-
hunting / trapping squirrels?
Yes, I got squirrels.
All right. Roll a hold on. Let me give a good reason for my score here. So that's gonna be a survival score. You do have a good survival score. You got a +5 to that. So roll a d20 and then add 5 to what you roll.
Oh, 10 total.
So 10 total.
5 and 5.
All right. Not a great score. Was anyone helping? Was Nissa or Dani possibly helping you with your? No, you had your possum or your raccoon was helping you, correct?
Raccoon.
Raccoon. Roll again. So we're gonna say your raccoon.
9.
Okay, so a 9 plus that 5, that would be a 14. Much more, much more in line of actually finding some stuff. So go ahead and roll a d8, please.
Six.
All right, you were able to find 6 squirrels and dispatch them from the mortal coil.
Oh my God.
To be clear, though, not the one that was bullying Nissa earlier. That one is still at large.
Yes.
Yeah.
Next time, we'll get him next.
Thistle brings them back to the campfire.
10. So you have 10 marshmallows and 6 dead squirrels.
And 4 savory mushrooms.
And 4 savory mushrooms.
Oh,
Okay.
right.
We're the
So
beginnings.
I'm gonna put on some rice and potatoes and hit a pan for mushroom and squirrel, I guess.
There's worse meals out there, honestly. I mean, like.
Yeah.
While they're cooking up stuff, I'm just gonna have one of the carrots left over that Brownie had, and I'm just gonna be like crunching into it like Bugs Bunny style, just kind of like my little appetizer of raw carrot. Just kind of just chewing it.
Delicious. So you guys have some nice roasted potatoes over the fire with a nice rice as well. Serve with some roasted squirrel and a really nice savory mushroom sauce that you can put on the rice, the potatoes, the squirrel, whatever you want. It's a sauce. It's your choice. And you do find some accessories for s'mores in the bag, including a little bit of a nut butter, some crackers, some various sweet, like there's some jams. There's not really chocolate as much because this is it's a more of a rare thing. It's not going to be something they're just going to leave to a campsite. But there are some sweet spreads that you can put on your graham crackers with the marshmallows to make some tasty nature s'mores.
Mushy shrooms.
Yeah, so you have a nice meal that is coming together to follow with a nice dessert. And who's cooking this meal? Or are you all kind of sharing the burden together?
I think I'm cooking it.
Oh,
Yeah,
all
I'll
right.
cook it up.
Okay, so Nissa, you're helping, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and then Thistle, you were contributing with your squirrel, and then Dani, you're eating your carrot?
I sure am.
Sure am.
And Thistle is trying to put together ideas for dessert with looking at all the spreads and the marshmallows and making something.
Awesome. All right, and as the cooking preparations go on, you guys actually hear... I hear Penny Sweetwater has a new flavor of jam this year. Sourberry and cinnamon. It's a bit adventurous for her. And it's kind of like some gossipy sounds. And you also hear... I saw Patty Pumpernickel was sniffing around the Berry Oven Coven's booth earlier. Guess that little rivalry is still going strong. And they continue to gossip, and as they enter the festival, the last voice you hear says, "Now you keep an eye out for those Bramblefoot twins, Rosso and Beryl," which you heard Finn mention those jerks earlier, too. Those two are always getting into some sort of mischief. They're jerks.
Errol and Rosso?
Beryl and Rosso, yes.
Rosso.
Yeah. ROSO, because I use name generators when I can't think of names. So if I didn't, every single jerk would have a J name.
That would be funny, though.
Yeah, so the thing is, if you ever see somebody you're not sure and they have a J name and I wrote the character, it's probably a bad guy. Spoilers. If you're not sure and it's a J name, especially if it's a man, that's a bad dude.
Noted.
A woman, maybe not.
Good to know.
But like, it's a man with a J, like a John. That's a bad guy. And then you hear the jingles of a cart getting pushed in, and you see like this really nice wagon, like a mobile store almost, like a wayfaring wagon. And from behind the barrier, you actually hear, "Oh, there's Walter with the Wayfarer's wagon. It's worth a look, but the prices are steep." And he's like, "Oh, the prices are fine. You can't find this stuff anywhere else."
So Pocket gets interested, looks intrigued, and starts to go run over there. And Thistle has to call him back.
Yeah, he won't be able to get past the barrier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Pockets likes to steal.
Pockets is a little harness, so he doesn't steal things.
Yeah. So Thistle calls him back.
All right. The wagon already went through. They already went through the barrier.
Yeah.
You said?
Yeah, like the voice was saying, "Oh, look, he's here," as he was going through, because they were seeing him coming through the barrier.
Gotcha.
And yeah, you guys continue on with your evening. You're eating, you're munching, you're enjoying your meal, I take it? Yes? Dani, are you going to actually eat with them, or are you going to keep eating on your raw carrot?
No, I'll eat with them after I finish my carrot.
Because you can eat up some potatoes and rice with the mushroom gravy. No meat needed if your character's vegetarian.
Nah, she's got her own like dried meats and whatnot, so
Okay.
she definitely
She's like,
goes in for
I
it.
don't know about squirrel, guys. I don't know about vengeance squirrel.
As I'm kind of like picking at the meat, I'm just gonna like hold up a fluff of like a tuft of squirrel tail.
And Thistle goes, "Are you gonna eat that?"
I'm like, no, it's all yours.
Ah, thanks.
Oh my god.
At least the gravy's good. It's just mushrooms.
Oh my god.
And the night actually does set, and you guys see less NPCs crossing in now. It seems like the night's finally wearing down and winding itself down a little bit. The moon comes up. It's not quite a full moon, but sometimes that's just as dangerous. And there seems to be a feeling in the air. Everyone do an Arcana check for me. That's going to be rolling a d20 and adding your Arcana score. For Nissa, that's a 4. For Dani, that's a 4. And for Thistle, that's a 1.
I rolled
11.
a 1, so 2.
Okay. And Nissa, what'd you roll?
So a 4 plus another 4, 8.
All right, so y'all aren't sure why. The air seems to be growing not tense, but almost like the feeling you get before a storm. And it's like an energy that you can't articulate what it is. Again, not those Arcana scores, but you can all feel something, especially with your passive perception. You all do have pretty good passive perception. And you can all tell that something is about to happen, or maybe it's already happening, as the night becomes truly dark and the moon is high in the sky. Your fire is warm and comforting. In the distance, you start to hear the sounds of maybe a scuffle, maybe a fight. There's no there's no one in the tents near you. Obviously, it's not other adventurers. You hear a few shouts in the distance, and as you hear those shouts, you see young Finn running as fast as he can into the campgrounds. Adventurers! Adventurers! Oh my god, please come quick. We need your help.
I'm just gonna hop up and... You alright? What's going on?
Would you believe me if I said evil scarecrows?
Listen, I talked to your snail buddy earlier, and that doesn't really surprise me at this point.
We need help.
Yeah.
My dad's trying to hold him off, but I don't know what's going on, but there's an evil scarecrow. He's covered in sour berries. I don't know. It's bad. We need help. We need help, real. But my dad's a farmer. He can't hold them off like that.
I'm just gonna look through that too and be like, yeah, let's book it.
So you guys are all gonna head that way?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. I will go ahead and change the scene over to the Sourberry Scarecrow encounter. Do you bring your horse?
Nah, she's gonna stay.
So as you guys arrive, we're going to take a break before we actually begin, so you guys can all take some time to go over what you might want to do. But first, I'll set the scene. As you all arrive in the field, if you haven't seen your scene change, just refresh your screen on the owlbear. So you should see a new scene in front of you. As you guys run, it's assumed that you all actually ready your weapons. I'm going to go ahead and give you that. Normally, you'd have to state you're doing it, but I'm going to assume, since you're running to help someone, you're preparing your weapons. Or, conjuring your flame, whatever it is you're going to do for your offensive. You guys come to a clearing that is on the other side. He had to take you around the festival grounds. On the other side of the festival grounds, you see a bunch of mushrooms. And you see a bunch of, big, juicy sourberry bushes that are just bursting with sourberries. In some cases, the sourberry has actually burst open. And you see Cedric fighting off a Sourberry scarecrow. And you see this, it looks like a evil it's a traditional scarecrow, with a demonic crazy face, and he's got bursted Sourberry juice all over him. You actually see a row, like like the little belts of bullets you'll sometimes have, like military folks wear. It's got those, but it's Sourberries that are all along his chest. He occasionally will try and throw one at Cedric, who dodges. And he is holding the scarecrow back with a pitchfork, like, back! Oh, thank God the adventurers are here. Please, adventurers, help! And before we do our break, we'll go ahead and get our initiatives rolls. Your initiative is going to be rolling a d20, and then you will add your initiative modifier, which I think Thistle, you have a 3, Dani, you have a 1, and Nissa, you have a 0.
Here. All right,
And then if you guys can call out your...
God damn it.
I got
It's not-
I got a 20 again. I don't want to be first.
So the cool thing is, with a 20, you get to pick where you go, because I like to make sure you don't waste it. I do also occasionally allow my players to bank their 20s if everyone at the table agrees on banking the 20s they roll on an initiative. That's everyone's choice. Since you're banking something that does not benefit everyone has to agree on it.
Gotcha.
With that said, Nissa, what was your initiative score?
14.
14. Thistle.
I rolled a 2.
All right, and then you get a +3, so you get a 5. Dani, did you want to place yourself, or did you want to appeal to your teammates and see if you can bank the 20?
I'll place myself, if that's cool.
Okay. Finn is not going to fight unless he needs to. I'm going to keep them there in case, since it's just 3 of you guys. I normally don't have Cedric or Finn fight, but if you guys need the help, they will be there. The Scarecrow is going to have a 9 in initiative, and we will see if Finn and Cedric get added to it or not. Dani, you just tell me what number you want to go in that order, and that will be your new initiative number.
Okay.
And there's no, have to decide, just we can't go backwards. So if it gets to the end of the
Gotcha.
rotation, you haven't decided, you're going at the end.
That's fine.
So everything is set. I know that first combat can be a little tricky, so we're going to take our first break. Before we go, there's a few resources. On the Discord, we have, if you go to server guide, you'll see D&D resources. And in there is a few helpful things, including the help It's My Turn guide. It's 2 things. One is a flow sheet, and one is a little info sheet that goes with the flow sheet. That will help you a little bit with your turns. Obviously, I can help you, obviously, but that will help you kind of know what your options are. The long and short of it is that you can do an action, which is normally going to be like your attack, for example. You can move, depending on your movement. It's normally up, 25, 35, depending on whatever your movement is. You can move that much. You can speak for 6 seconds, and you can do a bonus action, which could also be a reaction should you be parrying or something like that. So for the spellcasters, you can cast a spell. For the fighters, you can fight. If spellcasters have a weapon, they can use their weapon. So you guys will have the length of our break to kind of decide. And since it's your first combat, if you guys are okay with it, it is 6:40 right now. Do you want to make it a 20-minute break so you have a full chunk of time to look over your stuff and get snacks, whatever you need?
Yeah, that's cool.
Sounds good.
Nissa.
Just a question. How far away is the Scarecrow?
So great question. If you actually on Owlbear, you can, on the right-hand side, there's a toolbar where there's a little hand, a bunch of other tools. There's a measure tool on there, and you can actually go wherever you are and measure to it. So it looks like it's 30 feet from you.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, measuring tool is really awesome. I'm sorry I didn't show you guys that, but it's really nifty and
No.
cool. And
It was off the side of my screen, so I couldn't see it. Now I see it.
So yeah, we will go ahead and pause here, and we'll be back at 7 East or 7 Central for combat, and it'll be awesome.
Cool.
Alrighty.
Good. See you soon.
Cece?
So we all have our drinks and our food, and we're back. We have a scarecrow in front of us. We have an initiative. Dani, did you decide where you wanted to go in the initiative?
Fuck it, I'll just go first.
You're like, no, I'm gonna just take it. It's gonna go.
Yeah, screw it. Let's do it.
Alrighty. So we see Cedric and the Scarecrow are fighting it out. I'm going to go ahead and put Cedric at the same initiative as the Scarecrow. And start with you, Dani. It is your turn.
All right.
And that means, Nissa, you'll be up next after Dani.
So, you said it has a belt of sour berries.
Yep.
And it's
Or a
currently
bandolier.
using them. Okay. All right.
That was what I was looking for earlier. A bandolier of sour berries.
I don't know if I should take that. All right, screw it. I'm going to.
Where do my
gonna
editors
have-
go? Are you really doing this?
What is happening?
Are you gonna try and take the bandolier of berries?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. Cool deal. You're about to uncover a fun factoid about me as your GM. All right.
Oh God.
Show me your movement. Show me how you do this.
Oh, I can only go 30 feet, so I don't know that I could do it per se. Let's
I think you can.
see. Yeah. I could go like to that bush.
So you could go to that bush and start doing damage, and then next turn approach and take the bandolier if you want to go that direction.
Yeah. So I'm gonna chill here. We'll do that. And then I think I'm gonna hit with a thunder wave.
You're in the square next to him. You can reach him. Or you're in the space, caddy to him. So I mean, I don't see why you couldn't. The rule is the spaces have to be touching, right? So in theory, you could be that close to him. Like I changed your position. So yeah, you could do it in this turn.
Okay. I'm gonna try to swipe the belt or bandolier off the Scarecrow because he's lobbing them like grenades, and I feel like that's also probably what made him a murder crow.
All right. Of your abilities, what are you going to be using to make it happen? Like you have a dexterity score of 13, a +1 modifier. Sleight of hand is probably something you might use. Which would give you a +1. I don't think you have anything that would give you a better chance at getting it unless you can plead the case or something else.
No, I was actually thinking, so I have the spear that I carry, or like staff, whatever. I mean, I called it a spear, but
Right.
I don't know if I could kind of like take it all, just kind of like hook it and lit.
Okay,
down?
does your staff have any sort of like +1 to hit or anything like that on it?
Let me see.
So I don't think it does. If it doesn't, my suggestion would be to use sleight of hand.
I say staff says +2 to hit. Well,
Okay,
it's
so-
1d6, but it's
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Since that one's gonna give you a +2 to hit, this is kind of like an improvised situation. I don't want to do it improvise. So you have improvised weapons, but you're not using it as a weapon. So I'm trying to find which score, how you're gonna get the most score to your roll, basically. So
Gotcha.
since you have a +2 to hit, we can let you use that +2 to your d20 roll. So go ahead and roll the d20.
come on. 17, so 19.
Okay, so that's absolutely gonna be enough, and you're gonna just loop it, and you're not trying to hurt him. You're just trying to jerk it off of him, basically.
Get that thing off of him and just kind of fling it back,
Okay.
like away from everyone.
I love this so much. So I mean, I've ran Sourberry several times. No one's ever thought to just disarm the bandolier part. He does other damage, but like that's awesome. I have a rule whenever when I play with my friend groups, the rule has been if you do something that I don't expect, I will take an edible, and it's always funny. I have a really high tolerance, so like I can take hundreds of milligrams. It's not a problem. But the other joke, to make it a little more fun for the players, it's not just me getting some drugs, it's them getting something too. I give them a reward. So I can either give you a inspiration die, which is 1d6 die, where you can add that to a roll, or I can give you one free d20 reroll.
Ooh.
Because you did something I truly did not expect, and that was very creative.
Listen, I saw him lobbing them, and I'm like, nah, not doing that. I think I'll take the inspiration.
Okay, so you're gonna go ahead and
do the
record
D6.
on your sheet that you have inspiration, and then you'll just let me know when you want to use your inspiration.
Gotcha.
Love the creative thinking. So you jerk the bandolier off of him. He's made of straw. It's not a very, like, the bandolier is not really made of anything very strong. A few berries do fall off of it when you take it, but the rest of it's now snatched onto the top of your staff. You get 6 seconds of speech, and you do still have a bonus action, or you can save it for a reaction should you need. Do you want to use any of your remaining actions?
I don't think I need to do much with bonus action. I'm just gonna kind of look at the crew and be like, I'm thinking this is what's doing it. Take them out now.
All right, good use of speech. I like it. Is that going to complete your turn?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Nissa, you are up.
Okay. Just for funsies, I am going to use my Sacred Flame cantrip.
Alrighty. Where are your character sheets? I say I don't need your character sheets for your spells, but I feel like your first round I should probably be helping if needed.
So I got it in front of me because I looked it up. So it's got a range of 60 feet, visual and somatic component.
And what
flame-like radiance. S, is that somatic or is that sound?
It says somatic?
I thought so, but maybe I read that wrong.
Let me look it up real quick, because I obviously have not played... I have not gotten to play as a player in quite some time, actually. So yeah, it's instantaneous, and I don't see the word you're describing. However, it does mean that you do it. It's an instantaneous action, and they will need to do a saving throw. So I will grab that saving throw for you.
Okay.
Time to grab that bad guy dice. I go crazy on die, but I like to make sure the die are like nice even rollers, and metal and gemstone, which are of course the most expensive of the dice, are the ones that roll the most evenly and consistently. So does he have any dex modifiers? He does. Alright, so it's a 13. He rolled a 13 on his dex saving throw. Then, what is the DC on this one? Oh, it's gonna be your spell. What is your, attack? Your spell DC is 13? Or nope, that's Dani, just kidding. Nissa, your spell DC is 12, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty, so... Alright, so he is going to make his saving throw. He does, at a 13, he does pass his saving throw, but only just barely. So he's going to take half of the d8 damage. So you're going to roll a 1d8 for me, and we're going to take half that damage.
Okay, 7.
Okay, so we're going to cut that in half. Jeez Louise. Alright. We'll rounding down to 3. Alrighty. First damage has been taken, although we've already snatched away part of his weaponry, so pretty decent. Do you have any other actions you want to take this turn, Nissa?
I don't know.
So
Can I also shoot him with a crossbow?
You cannot, because you've already done an action.
Okay.
You can move, or do 6 seconds of speech, or a bonus action. Or end your turn.
I'll end my turn.
Alrighty. And then we're going to do Cedric and the Scarecrow. Real quick, Cedric is going to, since he sees Dani right there, he immediately disengages and steps back. The Scarecrow is going to attack you, Dani.
12 AC.
I'm used to just using the Sourberry attack and not the claw attack, so I'm like, wait, what even is that damage? Alright, so you're going to take 3 damage.
Okay. Got it.
Alrighty. And then he only has the 1 action. And he does scream like, ah! And we will go on to Thistle. You are up.
Okay, Thistle's gonna move up.
Alrighty.
Should I measure it, or... I have 35 feet, I know, so I can just...
Yeah, each square is 5, so you definitely have enough movement. Wait, that's not true. Why is my map not calibrated correctly? Yes, you have enough space. I don't know why the map is calibrating that way, but yes, you have more than enough space.
Okay, this is gonna move into position, better spot. And I think I'm going to cast Fairy Fire
Alrighty.
for the advantage.
Okay, you're gonna cast Fairy Fire for the advantage, you said?
Because so Fairy Fire gives everyone advantage.
Okay, that's an AoE area, is it not? Like a 20-foot?
Yeah. 20 cube. Advantage on attack rolls.
Alright, and where do you want to center that space on?
On Scarecrow.
I think I get affected, don't I? Do I?
How does that affect the party?
So it is, as I'm reading right now, it is any creature. So I would suggest casting it. How big is it? 20 feet?
Yeah.
I would, not that. I would suggest casting it back here.
Okay.
That way it catches him and not Dani, and then you guys can keep pushing him into that circle.
Okay.
So I have put that 20-foot area there for you. And you can... Is that going to be... Are you going to do any other actions?
I don't think I have any bonus actions that I can do.
You can speak for 6 seconds.
So Thistle, she says, "What a waste of berries." Something like that.
Oh my god.
She was mad that he was throwing berries.
Do you want to consider telling your team to push him further into the circle?
Oh yeah. Team, push him further into the circle.
I got you.
And this is what whenever GMs say we're good with new players, that's exactly what we mean, by the way. I mean, that's a funny thing to say. Maybe you also want to add this.
Thank you.
Yeah. That way, Dani will also know to not step into the circle.
Can you actually see?
You guys should
it's a glow.
You guys should be able to see that glow, yeah.
Gotcha.
So what you see on the map, you guys are all seeing, but it's probably much prettier in person.
Yeah.
It's pink and purples.
Yeah, pink and purple's way prettier. And then Finn, who's not really fighting, she's like, "Yeah, you guys got this. You're crushing it. Kill that stupid scarecrow. Yeah."
Oh my god.
No, he's excitable. But it does make you all feel a little bolstered. You feel kind of bolstered, like maybe it might give you a chance to like make advantage on an attack or something if you ended up needing it. You're feeling a little tougher. So we're gonna go back to the top of the initiative with Dani.
All right. Let's see. Having seen said purple pink ring there, and hearing Thistle, I don't know if it could be considered an action because I still have the thing kind of like hooked on my spear. Mm-hmm. You know what? I'm just gonna kind of like hold it up with like one arm, just so like it kind of like dangles down and it's just kind of like wrapped around my arm type of thing, and then hold my other arm out and cast Thunderwave to push him further back into it if I could.
That's a really great use of Thunderwave. Heck yeah.
Which is the 13 Constitution save on his part.
And that is not a great roll for him. I know that much. Woo! He just failed the crap out of that.
Yeah. And then he is pushed back, I think 10 feet? Yeah, he is pushed back 10 feet, and he also takes 2d8 damage.
It said 1d8, 2. It said 2d8.
2d8.
All right, go ahead and roll the damages.
Damage. Thunder damage. Oh, I got 2 5s, so 10.
Alrighty. I like it. Alright, so now, because he failed his throw, is that going to complete your turn, Dani?
Yeah, I'm going to hang out back here and...
Do you want to say anything sassy when you thunder wave him into the fire?
I can't think of it. I don't have any fun catchphrases.
All right, Nissa, you are up.
Okay, so I want to move up next to Thistle so that I am in touching distance and use my guidance cantrip.
Your what cantrip?
Guidance.
Okay. Alrighty. Do you want to tell us what's it gonna do to her?
So that one is going to that adds a D4 to an ability check of choice.
All right. So is there a purpose for the guidance spell?
Does that help with the thingy fire thing?
So no, because the saving throw has already been
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
already lost
In that
it.
case, scrap all of that. I'm going to
Definitely a great spell to use and will probably be really helpful at the festival too. So definitely do not feel like it's not a good spell to use, but
Not right now.
yeah, maybe
All right,
might not be the best right now. But
I'm
definitely
just
a
going to
great
whip out
spell.
my crossbow then. Do some crossbow
Okay.
shooting.
When in doubt, just bow it out. I like it. All right. So that's going to be a traditional combat roll. So you get to roll a d20 to hit with your crossbow. Does your crossbow have any pluses to hit?
I don't think so.
I don't think
It's
it
just a
does.
light crossbow.
It's like a regular light crossbow, right?
Yeah, yep.
I don't think it does, but I will double check to make sure. Nope. So you're going to roll a d20?
I did. It was bad. That was a 4.
So unfortunately, that's not going to work. The arrow does, it flies out, but unfortunately it flies a little bit past him and doesn't actually hit anything. It lands in a mushroom behind the scarecrow.
Which I'll go get later because mushroom.
Yeah, mushroom and a cross and an arrow, waste not, want not.
True.
Is that going to complete your turn?
Yes.
All right, and we're going to go on, Cedric is going to definitely just continue to stay out of it, and now the scarecrow is going to make an attack as well, but he is his movement restricted
in Thunderwave? No, he's good.
No, so he can move freely still. He is going to try and move forward. He sees you, Dani. He is confused. He moves forward, and you think for sure that he's going to attack you, Dani, and you actually see him pick up some of the berries that fell around him when you took the bandolier. And he picks one up and goes to throw it because because picking something up is interacting with an object, so he can still have his action. Really why I'm doing this, to show you guys some fun interact with an object. And he is going to make a ranged weapon attack at who attacked him last?
Me.
Alright. At Nissa. Ooh. So that is 17 plus. So a dirty 20, as they say, will probably hit you, unfortunately. And that deals...
Seems likely.
But it only does 2 damage. So he throws this berry at you, and the berry splats onto your skin, and you feel like a burning sensation, and you take 2 points of damage, like a weird, burny, piercy damage feeling, and you lose 2 points of your health. Mm-hmm. With that will conclude the Scarecrow's turn, and we will go on to Thistle.
Okay. Could you clarify, what bonus actions? I don't think I have any bonus actions that I can do. You
probably don't. There's certain things that will say, can be done as a bonus action. A good example is, if, for example, you have, a summon flame, or conjure flame, you could conjure it, and then already have it out, and then it's a bonus action, you could fling your fire, because you already had it out.
Okay.
Or,
that's what I was...
Yeah, and you can also, instead of using a bonus action, you can also use it as a reaction, so, if something went to attack you and you had, for example, the parry ability, you could just try and use that as a reaction and not get stabbed.
Okay. Okay, so this is gonna produce fire.
Okay. It's a good one.
And yes. So
producing it will be your action, but you can fling it for your bonus action if you want.
And I'm gonna fling it with my bonus action.
Yeah, so fire tends to be a problem for scarecrows, as it turns out.
Yes, it should.
And with that one, I think he only is... I think that's a rolling to hit, though. You just have to roll to hit with the fire, I think. I'm not going to say I think. You're a druid, correct? It's 100% you have to roll to hit. And I know because one of my friends died in a campaign, and I was trying to save him by throwing fire, and I failed on my hit roll. Which is why Sativa has a quest that she gives Witchlight people, or gives various adventurers, be it Cozy Cove or Witchlight. Because she's trying to bring him back from the dead. Because I was playing Sativa when that happened. Yeah. Fun little lore to drop on you guys.
All right.
So you'll roll a d20.
Okay. D20.
Mm-hmm. And you'll get to use your... but you'll get to use your spell attack as a bonus, so...
10.
All right. You get your spell attack. Is that without your bonus, though?
Without the bonus.
Okay, cool. So you're going to absolutely hit it with your bonus. And that means that you're going to fling forth your fire. And that, what's the damage on that? Is that 1d8? Or is it 12?
I don't know.
Okay. I don't...
Sorry.
I have not played with that druid in a long time. So I don't know either, but I will look it up. Produce flame 5.
D8. I think.
Okay. So you're gonna go ahead and do a roll a d8 for me.
Yeah, 1d8.
2.
2. Alrighty. But he is a scarecrow, so it's actually gonna be double damage, and it's actually gonna be 4 damage because it's fire.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Which catches him on fire, and he's looking a little rough. 10 damage was nothing to sneeze at. Another 4 of fire damage, plus the original 3 damage. He's looking a little rough now. And Thistle's that gonna complete your turn?
Yeah, Thistle's gonna tell the party fire damage if possible.
Fire damage if you can. And we're gonna go back to the top of the rotation with Dani.
So I have no fire. 2, I am just going to straight up stab a bitch.
All right. Roll your d20 to attack, and if whatever you're using to stab has a modifier, add it.
Yeah, let me double check. +2. All right. Oh, that's gonna suck. That's a 5 with with the plus in there.
Yeah, that's not gonna hit,
Just
unfortunately.
kidding.
Yeah, that's
No.
You do stab towards it, but you're distracted by the lights around you. You get a little distracted. Unfortunately, don't quite
Trying
hit
to
there.
stay out of the way of the fire there.
Yeah, and do you have any other actions you're gonna take on this turn?
If I back up, does he get a reaction swipe at me?
He is eligible to take one. Whether or not he takes one's a different conversation.
Gotcha.
He's kind of dumb, so there's a chance he won't because he's a scarecrow.
With the fairy fire,
Oh wait, do I get advantage on that?
yeah, isn't there advantage for everyone?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I forgot.
I did too.
All right. Please hold.
Yeah. Roll that beautiful bean footage again.
Not much better. That's a 10.
Okay, so a 10 with or without your modifier.
With.
Okay, so you are not quite going to hit. You are going to do grazing damage, however. So your damage will be halved.
Okay. Which is... What did I say it was? 1d6. Do I still add the 2 if it's got +2 to hit?
No,
on that?
it's only for the hit part.
Okay.
Yeah, the
Well,
+2.
I'm sorry. That's
That's
on the staff.
Yeah, so it's +2 to hit. If it's like 1d6 +2, then you add 2 to it.
Gotcha. That's a 6.
Okay.
So, well, 3 technically.
Hey, that's pretty good though. Like 3 damage when you almost didn't hit. That's not bad. All right, and do you have any other actions you're gonna take this turn?
I do not. I'm just gonna. No.
All right.
I still got nothing to say.
All right, Nissa, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna whip out the sacred flame again
Alrighty.
and hope it is more helpful this time around.
This is another dex saving throw, correct?
Yes.
But he'll have disadvantage now because he's in the circle, right?
Yep.
I'm like, right? You tell me. You're the players, right?
I don't know.
That's why I asked, right? So you guys can start learning and taking confidence in your decisions. So because you guys have fairy lights going, and we're not going to forget things this time, he has disadvantage while he's in it. So that score is not going to help him. And that's going to be the one he's got to go with. So he is going to fail that pretty miserably, because I'm almost certain your spell... Yep, it is. So he's going to fail that with an 8. What's his damage?
All right. So 1d8.
Yeah, so you get to roll that. The person who does the damage gets to roll the damage, because we're all
8.
dice goblins. 8 damage, okay.
Holy shiza.
That's... Oh, but it's fire.
Yes.
So it's double, technically.
Oh, but it's fire.
Oh, okay.
So that actually, as you fling your sacred flame, the scarecrow goes up in smoke, and the berries he had in his hand are flung out. The power of this sacred flame seems to have incinerated it. But wait, there's more. As he dies and vanishes, in the place of that, we have... One second, please. I have to scroll and find it. Again. So I have a lot of NPCs now. Oh, where'd you go? Why, I almost pre-staged you, but I wanted to have it organically go in. Where is he? So you guys see the berries land, and the juice seems to bubble, and from that, thankfully still in the circle, 2 scarecrows appear.
Man.
When that happens, you all feel a surge of magic, and everyone go ahead and roll me a d20 Arcana check. That's where you're going to take you're going to roll a d20 and add your Arcana score to that. And if you don't know your Arcana score, let me know. I'll tell it to you.
18 plus 4 is 22.
Okay, you're going to know what happens.
I think mine is +4, so that would be 14.
Nissa, yours is 14. Yours is +4, so 14. All right. And Thistle.
Rolled a 19 and mine is +1, so 20.
Yeah, all right. So while you guys did not crush the Arcana rolls earlier, you are in the heat of the battle, and you do crush them this time. As you look around, you're feeling the magic, and you see the berries. Like, the magic is surging when the berries turn into these scarecrows. But you also start to notice some of the mushrooms in the area, the ones you have not identified yet, including the one that Thistle shot an arrow to, Nissa shot an arrow into, begin to kind of glow a little bit. And the last round was, who went last?
Me.
All right, so after Nissa, we're gonna have so Cedric's gonna go, what's happening? Oh God, that's not good. It's not good. And then Thistle, it's your turn.
Okay. Thistle has to talk to her pine cone because she doesn't know what's going on. What can I do here?
You can attack.
I'm thinking damaging the scarecrow directly is not going to help. Your
Arcana was a 20, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you, because your Arcana was a 20, you do not think that that's what that was. You don't think that the damage was the issue. You think the magic is causing the scarecrow is the issue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
because with a 20, I'm not going to let you have any misunderstandings there. I'm just going to tell you straight up, no, you have assessed that it is more the magic surging creating it. The Sourberry was really just more of a catalyst. It may have been aided by the magical intensity of the sacred flame, but it was really more just the magic in the area that made the original scarecrow and has now made these two show up.
Okay. How do we counter magic?
I knew I should have taken detect magic. I'm so mad at myself.
And then I will also say, since we have a passive perception of 19 in the group, Nissa, you, especially because you have the cleric background, you're a little aware of healing and of nature, right? So, and because of who you are as a person, you're aware of the powerful things in the world around us. So while you're noticing the mushrooms glowing a little bit, you're starting to think about the mushrooms at the campsite and how they seem to be more focused on food. You didn't see any of these mushrooms here, but you have seen these mushrooms growing along the border, the magic border you guys have talked about. And it almost seems like these mushrooms are acting as a magical filter. So it seems like they're glowing in reaction to the scarecrows. Almost as if they're trying to help stop the scarecrows.
Okay.
This is, the chaos magic is basically trying, while it's chaotic, there is actually order and thought and process to it. And this is a reaction to it. The nature itself is actually reacting to this extra chaos magic and is trying to help offset it with the power of mushrooms, because mushrooms are awesome.
That's true. Okay.
Not just the magic ones, like all of them.
I was like,
Look, psilocybin's a great thing, but mushrooms in general. Like, you think cozy D&D, you're like, oh yeah, there's probably a lot of mushrooms and like talking animals or snails.
I was thinking about using guidance, but I don't know what the plan is. So
we all noticed the mushroom thing, or is it just Nissa that?
So Nissa would have noticed because of her 19 passive perception. You guys, with the 15 and 13, you're aware the mushrooms are doing something, but that unique insight and like you were aware of the arcana magic that was happening. So it's possible you could have put it together, but Nissa for sure with a 19 passive has put that together.
Okay.
So I'm thinking maybe try to get the scarecrows closer to the mushroom. They're pretty close already.
Was kind of thinking that.
Like kind of hitting them.
That giant one.
Yeah. Do I still have the flame ready?
Though I thought you already had flung it at him. The first one you did, right?
Yeah. So I'm gonna use produce flame again.
Okay.
And that was an area or?
Produce flame is a flame that you can shoot forward. You can use the flame to start a fire or something, but if you fling it at something, it's just a straight line.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna cause some damage while we try to figure this out. And so produce flame and bonus action. I'm gonna fling it at the scarecrow on the left.
Alrighty. Go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
16.
Absolutely hits. 100% hits. Go ahead and roll your damages.
Is that 1d8 or
I believe that's 1d8.
5?
Alrighty, and we're gonna times 2 because it's fire and he's a scarecrow.
And is there, what do we do for advantage with the fairy fire?
So it means you'd get to roll to hit twice, but you already hit it on the first one, so like if you want to roll again to see if you get a critical hit, you're welcome to.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you did, then we'll just tweak the damages.
I got a 3.
Okay. So yeah, it means that your first roll was the advantage roll. All right. Any other actions for this turn?
No.
All right.
That's it.
Finn is gonna just be like, "Holy crap! That's 2 scarecrows! Do you guys see those glowing mushrooms?" And then the scarecrows are going to attack. They are going to first attack you, Thistle, because you just flung fire at him. That's not something he loves. However, it doesn't matter what he loves when you roll a 9, because your AC is it's higher than that. It's 13, so that's... sorry, Thistle, your AC is 16. It's definitely not going to hit.
16.
So the other one is going to try and hit Dani just because it's close. Ooh, that is going to hit, actually. Sorry. So Dani, you are 17 plus 2. Unfortunately, will probably hit you.
Yeah.
For 3 damage.
Gotcha.
And then that will be the 2 scarecrows' turns, and then we're back to the top with Dani.
So I am going to see the glowing mushrooms, and I can always say something. Can Finn answer me back, like his off turn?
Sure, because we're on we're on the top of the initiative, so he's got a new 6 seconds to speak. So, yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna kind of like over my shoulder be to Finn, be like, "What's special about these mushrooms? Why are they glowing?"
He is not really sure, but Cedric hears you yelling. He's like, "They grow in the area. They help stabilize the magic a little bit. I think they're trying to help us right now."
Okay. And
Amelia, no, ma'am, you're not eating my quesadilla. She's
save a mama cheese.
She's hella food motivated.
So I don't know if I want to destroy it and in hopes of the magic exploding out of the mushroom or push them into the mushroom.
That's let's see. You have a +5 to survival. You spend a lot of time in nature. I think that you would know it's best to have it attached to the ground to do whatever it's doing.
Okay.
Because obviously it's a living organism, right? So without knowing more about it, it's my thought is what you would probably think passively. So I would think probably push it into it. You might also think about throwing more over onto it, maybe, but I personally...
Throwing more shrooms.
I personally think if you had that high of a survival score, you'd probably wouldn't think about separating the plant from the nutrient source. You'd probably think about trying to add more plants to it. And if you were going to pluck mushrooms, you wouldn't pluck the ones that are close to it, but the ones that are further away and try and throw more at it on the off chance they helped. But you're not making an official roll or like insight check, so I can't tell you for sure, but
yeah,
passively with that much time in nature, I'd think that's probably what you'd think, unless you know your character better than I do. You tell me.
So, well, my thought, I don't know if this is a thing or not. If I have Druidcraft, that doesn't cost like spell slots or anything that I'm aware of, and I know I can produce like flowers and whatnot. Can I produce? Well, if they're magic mushrooms, I don't.
Well, what are you trying to do?
Produce more of the mushrooms around them versus like just picking one up and lobbing it at it.
So 1 second. It's a sensory effect, right?
Druidcraft, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, that'd be more like a flower blossom, or a seed popping. Well,
See? I'm just saying.
you know what? I'm gonna say you're being creative, right? And that's ultimately what matters most in D&D is creativity. So I'm gonna say yeah. I'm gonna say that you can use Druidcraft to try and create. Are you gonna try and create more mushrooms around it? Because I would say
Yes.
there's spores of mushrooms. So I would say, like, logically, you could maybe use your Druidcraft to make those spores turn into more mushrooms.
Yes, I would like to do that to. I guess I can only do the one.
Well, there's one mushroom there, in the
That's
middle between
true.
the
So
two
I'm
of
gonna
them.
do it to the one to the right because he's a little bit further out.
Well, I think I'm confused. So
Wait,
are
what?
you? So are you trying to use the Druidcraft to put the mushrooms around the scarecrow, or are you trying to use the Druidcraft to make more of the mushrooms in the middle?
Well, I guess more of the mushrooms in the middle,
Okay.
the spores of it,
Alrighty.
kind of like.
So it's a 5-foot cube. So to be clear, this map is not calibrated correctly. So ignore that it says 10 feet. It's 5. I don't know why. It's
That's perfect then.
like I'm kind of irritated. I'm like, that should, because it's whatever. I'm not gonna be pedantic right now. But each one of those should be 5 feet, not freaking 10. So I'm kind of irritated with my map right now because it doesn't even have the line. So it's Owlbear doing it. I need to figure that out. I'm not gonna waste our session doing it, but I'm bothered by it. So pretend that is the correct parameters of it, and in that circle, you guys see a whole bunch of mushrooms just whoosh, shoot up from the druid crafting. They pop up very quickly, and when they come up, they are surging a bit of energy, like the same bit of glowing that you've seen, you see happen once more. And this circle gets brighter and brighter as these mushrooms grow. And you see the scarecrows actually scream a little bit in reaction to it. Like, they're like, ah! I don't know how evil scarecrows would sound. I'm sorry, guys. Every time I do this, I'm always like, what would they sound like?
I feel like they'd be very crunchy.
Right, eventually I'm going to have a compilation of, like, all the sounds I've made the scarecrows make. So this mushroom, it happens, and you're not sure what kind of damage is being done, but you're all aware that it seems like the scarecrows have been weakened in some fashion. And Dani, do you have any other actions you're taking on this turn?
No, after I do that, I'm just gonna kind of like call over my shoulder to the others and be like, keep them within the circle of mushrooms. Don't know what's going on, but it's working.
It's working. All right, and then after Dani's turn, Nissa, you are up. And then after Nissa will be Cedric and Thistle.
I want to move. Where am I here? I'm gonna move to here. So I'm gonna move to here. And I am just going to. Nope, stop doing that. Don't want that.
Go back to the hands.
I'm just getting. Yeah, I figured it out eventually.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just gonna shoot old mate here with my crossbow.
All right, the one on the left?
Yep.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll a d20 to hit.
6. That's not great.
You have advantage, right? Or
Do I?
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh. Yay.
Spoilers. If a GM says it, even if you don't, just lie and say you do and just roll. Well, they said.
Totally.
I'll get that eventually. Yeah. Okay,
Other
yes,
GMs
I
probably hate me for
absolutely-
my advice, but
Yep, I totally do. I don't know what that means, but like, sure.
you'll roll a d20 again and see if you roll better.
Perfect.
Yeah.
13.
13 is much better. So FYI, advantage means you roll twice and take the better number. Disadvantage is you roll twice and take the worst number. So advantage 13, that will hit. And what's the damage on the arrow?
I have no idea. 4?
Alrighty. And you were aiming for the one on the left or the right?
The left.
Alrighty. So that is... Ooh, he's not looking good. Alrighty. And do you have any other actions for this turn?
I want to tell everybody to try and ring them and stop them from getting away from the mushroom cluster.
Alright. So what does that sound like?
Let's encircle them.
Alright, and when the arrow goes through, you do notice that he looks really rough. Like, it went through him and he's staggering a bit. And now we're gonna go on to Thistle.
Which scarecrow was that again?
That was the left
That
one.
was it?
The left.
The left one.
Light 'em up.
I have charm person. That's not gonna work. It's only on humanoid characters. Okay, so I'm gonna use produce flame again, and I'm going to throw it at that scarecrow on the left. That's already in rough shape.
Alrighty. Roll the d20.
4.
Alright, roll it again because you have advantage.
2.
Okay. You do try with the fire. I will say that you are firing and you end up missing so badly that you actually lick the flames towards the guy on the right. It doesn't hit him, mind you, but it does scare him a little and he falls further into the circle with the mushrooms.
Okay.
So, it doesn't actually do any damage, but it definitely startled the other scarecrow because your aim was so off.
So off.
Yeah.
I helped a little.
It's failing upwards, guys.
Yeah.
All right, and then we will... Do you have any other actions you're going to take this turn, Thistle?
Nope. End turn.
Alrighty, and then we're going to go to the scarecrows. So the one that just got pushed is terrified. He rips a sourberry off. He flings it as hard as he can at you, Thistle, since you just threw fire at him, but he misses. He's still so shocked and scared that the berry flies right past you. The one on the left is looking really rough. It looks like he almost wants to leave, but he can't. And he goes to try to attack and throw a berry at Nissa, and again misses. He rolled a 4. He really missed.
Oh, shit.
And Cedric actually has to duck because it missed so much. And that we're back at the top of the initiative with Dani. The whole time, obviously, finished cheering you guys on. When the mushrooms happen, he's like, "Whoa! Look at those mushrooms! Oh, look at the fire! Whoa!"
I didn't mean to leave that little thing there. I went to measure something and it just kept the little hexagon shape on there. I'm sorry.
You're good.
Damn.
You can only click on something and delete it if you created it. If I created it,
Gotcha.
you can't. But and then Dani.
So, hearing them yelling, I am going to do exactly that and try to keep them exactly where they are.
Okay.
Gonna do entangle. So I'm gonna kind of kneel, stick my fingers into the dirt, and kind of you see vines kind of under the dirt, and then just sprouting up around each of their feet, just to kind of hold them in place.
Nice. And that entangle is it's 30 feet, right? It's pretty big.
20 foot square, so it should hit both of them.
Oh yeah. Almost
All right, cool.
almost catches you, but you so now they are entangled, and more importantly, those mushrooms, as the vines writhe around the mushrooms that have been created, they seem to almost glow more. And when they do that, and since you did specify that the vines had come from your hands through the ground, they are absorbing all that magic. And you see your entanglement vines, you're used to seeing them as regular vines. They seem to grow these thorns that burst through the vines. And this sickly, like a thick, red, juicy, ichor is dripping from these thorns. And these thorns are actually digging into the scarecrows.
Nice.
Yeah, and they are going to deal damage that you don't know what the damage is. I do. And it's pretty nice. Amelia!
Did she get one?
Yeah.
None of us were even looking.
The way that, I have had multiple players in my groups, and we're all talking, and then she'll be in the background, I'll be going back over the recording going, "Son of a bitch! None of us noticed that!"
I was so excited about my thorns.
Yeah.
Right.
I saw
and the
her there, but I
thorns-
forgot the quesadilla was there.
Yeah. The thorns, as they grab around, before Amy rudely interrupted us, the one on the left, actually, as the vines dig into his scarecrowy body, he dies. and he falls amongst the vines, and he kind of just dissipates into nothing. A weird jelly-like sour berry essence dripping along the vines, and mushrooms that are glowing really brightly. And the last scarecrow is just like, "Ah!" And like he would probably run if he could, but he obviously can't. And with that, we are going to go to Nissa's turn. Unless Dani has any other things to add to her turn.
Nope, I was just going to give a whoop as a victory yell. Like, yeah!
All right. Because we now have like vines and mushrooms and I don't want to hurt them, I am going to use my crossbow rather than fire.
Good move. All right, you'll roll a d20 to hit.
12.
All right, and you absolutely, you don't need advantage to 12 hits, but you do have advantage like 17 times a Sunday at this point. But 12 will hit. But if you want to roll again to see if you get a critical hit, feel free.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
19.
Not quite, but
Not
still.
quite.
So 19 will absolutely hit, and you go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. Is 8.
8. Goodness. All right. So the arrow goes through it, and he slumps over. You guys are almost thinking he might be dead, and he's like, he's trying
Oh my god.
to fight against it. You're not sure there's much left as Thistle, your turn begins.
I'm gonna go ahead with produce fire, even though we got
Like, I don't care about
the
that.
vines and
Yeah.
yeah, I think.
To be fair, I can
end it.
control flame if you need me to.
Okay, so and if my aim is good, so if I have a high, if I roll high, like is my aim good enough that it's not going to get the area?
Yeah,
on
it's
fire?
probably the higher the roll, the more accurate the hit. So.
Okay, I'm gonna use produce flame,
Alrighty.
fling it at him.
You'll roll with advantage.
7.
I would roll again, yeah.
Yeah.
Roll again.
Yeah.
6.
Okay. That.
Disregard.
Huh?
I said disregard.
Disregard. You do fling the flame. He doesn't hit, but he's already been terrified of flame from you before. So despite you wouldn't have hit, he's still jerking against the vines, trying to get away from you, thinking you are going to hit it. He's, again, not smart. His intelligence is his dump stat, obviously. He's not a smart scarecrow. So as he thrashes against against the vines that have the thorns in it, your fire does not kill him, but he does freak out and end up taking his last hit point of life himself on the vines while thrashing in fear from you. And as the thorn hits him, he dissipates as the other one had, and the mushrooms glow and pulsate a little bit, and then everything quiets down again. The entire evening falls back to quiet.
Ooh. But we did it, guys.
If this were Final Fantasy, you'd hear like dun 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 na 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 na, like you'd hear the
I
music.
just
You'd
twirl the spear and then
with the bandolier still on your arm.
with the thing still on there.
Congratulations.
That was for an interesting night.
Yeah.
Great job.
Cedric and Finn are whooping and cheering like, "Whoa! Yeah! Let's go!" Finn probably more so than Cedric, admittedly, but Cedric is also very grateful. He's leaning on his pitchfork. He's like, "Well, that was pretty impressive. I didn't think a bunch of magic users could do that kind of. That was really impressive work." He kind of is like, I think you guys are friends of Sourberry Meadows. I appreciate all the work you did here. I think tomorrow I'm going to tell all the other people in town how helpful you were. That was some truly excellent work. And he's very proud and impressed. And he's like, "Here," and he's like, I'll meet you at the campsite. I'm going to bring a thing of the mead over, and we'll all drink together. I'll meet you over there shortly. And with that, do you guys have any other things you want to do in this clearing of field before you head back to your campsite?
I'm just going to collect my crossbow bolts.
Alrighty. Go ahead.
Can I collect some mushrooms?
Absolutely. Yeah. Do you have any like specimen jars or anything to put them in, or?
I have what's my pack?
See, like you're a wood elf druid. It stands to reason you probably would have something to put plants in.
Yeah, I have an explorer's pack and. Okay, I do.
Okay. Yeah. So you take a couple in some little jars.
While she does that, I'm gonna jokingly go over to the one that Nissa shot and be like, "Oh, look, you found one." Just hold it up.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
I'm just gonna bring that one back with us.
Here you go.
I'm definitely bringing the bandolier of berries with us because I need to talk to Cedric.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
I have questions.
yeah.
Now the mushroom. Sorry, the mushrooms I'm gathering, are they unidentified or are these?
So they are
mushroom?
they're the mushrooms, the ones, or which ones are you trying to get? Are you trying to just find the glowing ones? Are you trying to find like edible ones? What's your goal when you're trying to gather them?
Oh, the glowing ones.
So the
Like, they're a
glowing
specific
ones,
idea.
you can make a Thistle. You can make a survival check to try and learn more about them.
Okay.
So far, all you know is that these mushrooms were glowing, and you suspect, based on what Cedric said, that they help balance things, like balance the magic in the area.
Okay. And is that what dice?
So you'll
what
roll
die
you roll a d20. Any skill check will be a d20 plus the relevant modifier for it.
Okay.
Because d20 is awesome.
Yeah, apparently, but my rolls are horrible. I rolled a 1. I think I've rolled a 1 several times tonight.
Those dice go to dice jail. When you have dice that keep rolling ones, they go to dice jail.
Yeah.
Never again.
Which is great, because then you get to excuse to buy more dice. It's great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is anyone going to be helping you look for mushrooms?
I'll help her since I was picking one of the things out.
Alrighty, so you'll get advantage on the roll. You can try again, and let's see if that's a little better.
17.
17's way better. All right. So you can tell these mushrooms, you don't think they're edible. You're not sure that they're poisonous, but you definitely don't feel that they're you don't think you'd want to eat them. They definitely seem like they're used for balancing. You can see as you investigate them that the little gills on the bottom of them do seem to be filtering, because there's like a little bit of like the red juice, like that color is on the underbelly of the mushrooms, and then the tops have like a lighter color, so it almost looks like it's filtering things.
Okay.
They're all very pretty, be they the blue ones or the red ones. They all seem to have that similar pattern where you can see little streaks of sourberry getting cleansed in the body of the mushroom. You're not sure what will happen when it's dried out. You have no idea. Cedric and Finn actually tell you that since this area is still pretty underdeveloped, and like, sure, they've been doing the Sourberry Festival for a while, but they haven't had adventurers and academics exploring the wilds of this countryside. So a lot is still unknown about the area. Like they,
Okay.
they have folky, old wives' tale type information about it, like that the mushrooms tend to help balance things and that they pop up where balance is needed. But that's all they really know about it.
Okay. Awesome.
Definitely grab a couple of those and keep them in your bag.
Just in
Yeah.
case,
Yeah.
you know? Like, that sounds like a quartz type of mushroom. Just useful.
Yes. Is there a certain quantity? Or
You can roll a d10.
10?
Don't get a 1. We need more.
Which one is the D10?
Looks like a top, a spinny top
Yeah, so
kind of
there's...
thing, right?
Yeah, so there's two that have, like, the spinny top ones, and you're looking for the one that has a 0 on it.
Yeah.
Okay. We got a 3.
Okay. You're doing this at advantage, so roll that again.
8.
Okay, so you add those numbers together, and that's how many mushrooms you guys get. That you successfully and healthily are able to pick without damaging and keep in good condition.
Okay. Guys, we got 11 balancing mushrooms.
Nice.
Hopefully we don't need them.
Still unnamed, but I like the name Balancing Mushrooms. That's nice. It was 11 total?
Yep.
I'm trying to like take notes. Like, I know I have it all recording, so I can go back through and just verify things, but it's nice to try and take notes.
Yeah.
Alright, so any other business we're gonna do in this cool field?
As cheesy as it may sound, I'm gonna walk up to her verifier is like dismissed at this point, right?
Yeah,
Kind of.
Well, I mean, it's concentration or 10 minutes, so if you tell me it's dismissed, I'll dismiss it.
Yeah. Dismissed.
Cool.
Are your
I'm gonna
vines
walk
still
up
there?
to the. What's that?
Are your vines still there?
No, I'll drop them. I don't need to. I'm gonna walk up to the big. Is it a big shroom or is it just kind of like a little dude?
This is a regular, fully grown, but regular mushroom.
All right, I'm just kind of like pop a squat next to it and be like, I appreciate it, thank you. And then just get up and.
You were a real one. I appreciate you. Alrighty. Anyways, Scarecrow's defeated. Alright, so you guys done in the field?
Yeah.
Alright. We will
Yeah,
return.
listen, I'm a little torn up. I need to go. I need to go take a break.
We're gonna go back to the campsite and didn't mean to do that. Okay. So first and foremost, congratulations, guys! You did your first combat.
Yeah.
You killed some scarecrows. So what we can do now is we can either continue with the evening. You guys can role play some stuff this evening. You guys can take a long rest. And we, as a group, the players, we can also take a break or we can keep playing. All these are your options for the remaining time we're here.
And who's at the campsite?
So the campsite,
think it's
you
just
guys,
us.
the three of you, and then like Cedric and Finn are there. Like they said they're gonna bring some ale by. So
Okay.
Up to you, but I feel like Dani would. I would end up waiting patiently for the ale to come, but while they're doing that, I'm just gonna kind of like I can't heal myself, but I'm gonna use mending and just kind of like stitch up whatever is torn up on my
let's see.
my
Danny,
clothing
do you
and
have,
whatnot.
does
I
anyone,
think
would-
I can heal you.
So 1, there's probably spells to heal. 2, you have medicine, so you might also be able to do medicine to try and get yourself a little patchy,
Just a little
a little patcher up. But you also
do a
have
little first aid.
Yeah, your teammates might also be able to heal you.
I can do cure wounds.
It's nothing crazy. Just a little something to take the edge off, if you don't mind.
We'll take the edge off.
Sure.
So that is a touch spell, and it is 1d8 question
Yep.
mark plus your spellcasting
1d8
ability
plus-
modifier. So you will do 1d8 plus your wisdom modifier, and go ahead and tell me what you're telling Dani while you do it.
It's a touching spell, you said?
It's
It's a touching spell, so I'm going to put my hand on your shoulder and say, I am going to do a spell to heal your wounds, and I rolled a 5.
So,
So you have
Dani,
5?
Yeah, you'll add 5. If that puts you over your max hit points, then you just get to your max, but...
Yeah, it just puts me right under 1, but that's cool. You notice, like, as you clasp her shoulder, she just kind of, like, flinches, just like a scotch, but not, like, nothing crazy. Just kind of, like, instinctual kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of, like, appreciate it, thank you.
Some nice level 1 heal too. 5 health is nothing to scoff at there. It's pretty good.
No.
And what about you, Thistle? What are you up to?
I'm sitting by the fire with Pocket, munching on whatever's left over, any scraps from dinner.
Alrighty.
Yes.
And while you're munching, Cedric and Finn come back. And does anyone have any preferred? Does anyone's character have a preferred nighttime snack?
Usually just chew on jerky.
Those marshmallows sound pretty good.
Alright.
Or s'mores.
So Cedric and Finn come on back, and they bring with them some sourberry ale. They pass around to each of you, and Finn shares with you guys some of his marshmallows as well, because he's quite the collector. He's got a big old sweet tooth, and he even has like 1 bar of chocolate that he's willing to split with you guys. And since we're teammates and all, we're gonna be winning tomorrow, I'm willing to share my bar of chocolate with you. And you all get to try the wine, or the mead rather, and each of you will roll a d20 when you do so, and tell me your score.
Oh boy.
All right.
And you're gonna add your insight check to that. So for Thistle, that's a +3. For Nissa, it's a +4. For Dan, it's +5.
An 8 total.
What was it, Thistle?
10 total.
Okay.
5 total.
Gotcha. You guys all enjoy a delicious beverage. You don't learn anything about the beverage, but you do enjoy that it tastes good.
Fantastic.
You don't learn anything, but it's delicious. It's refreshing. After battle, it's good. It's like got a nice like sweetness to it, but still carbonated. But it's not the kind of carbonate that like make you feel bloated and full. Like with a beer or whatever. But it's not as like it's not so sweet or worried about a hangover either. It's just very refreshing. But it's got a little bit of alcohol, a little bit of a buzz to it, and it's good. Had you had a better insight, you might have learned something about sour bear preparation, but you did not. So you instead just enjoy a very delicious beverage, and you do obviously glean that not everything made from sour berries does damage. You don't know why, but you can at least, the fact that all of you can drink and not take damage, and you see Cedric and Finn doing the same, they're from here, sure, but it seems like not everything deals damage. So Cedric's like, so tell me, adventurers, how'd you guys hear about Sourberry Festival? And do you like the Sourberry Ale?
I'm gonna take another big ass swig of this ale.
All right.
While I'm just kind of like nonchalantly stitching my leathers back together, and just being like, I don't know what you guys put in this, but it is delicious. And I heard from City that you guys have some kind of pie eating contest, and of course we already went over that, but I just figured I had to check it out.
It's a good contest. People try to win it. They don't always do. And the special something is sourberry and love and alcohol. But alcohol is kind of love in a way. And like Cedric looks at him like, Dad.
Thistle's sitting there with pockets, sharing the mead back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Drunk raccoon. Yes.
Yeah. So she's sipping on it, and she thinks it's delicious. Actually, she starts gulping it.
Okay.
And she says, I met Babs and Sativa and Cozy Cove, and they told me all about the festival from previous years and about this pie eating contest, and I really want to win this pie eating contest. And I think as a team, we can do it. So she's just excited about tomorrow.
Finn is too. He's like, I'm so excited too. We're going to win. I'm going to make sure we win because I get to be on a team and I'm going to make sure I do my team good and we're going to win. And since you're sharing with your raccoon, go ahead and have your raccoon also roll a insight check. Now,
Okay.
I don't know what raccoon stats are. I need to pull that up real quick. They're not going to have a bonus to that, I guarantee you, but...
Did he get a 20? He got a 20.
You got 20.
All right. So your raccoon...
Got a 20.
Your raccoon knows a lot about this sourberry ale. You don't.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
But your raccoon for sure knows a lot about,
And is hammered.
and is probably too hammered to tell you anything because you gave a raccoon ale, but in his drunken stupor could probably tell you something if he were sober enough to tell you anything.
Ugh.
Piece of raccoon.
Yeah. We'll have to wait to morning maybe to pry it out of him. I don't have speaking with animals.
Yeah.
I can speak with animals again in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Assuming the raccoon's not like just like, wait, what? I forgot what? I'm a raccoon and I
Hopefully
drank
remembers.
ale last night.
Hopefully he remembers.
The raccoon does seem to like it. You know.
Is there some kind of like a perception or something, some kind of check that I can do to try to get something out of him? Maybe not verbally, but
Let's see. Roll animal handling. That's a +5 for you, I think, or +3. I can't read my own handwriting. You tell me.
animal handling is +5.
+5.
And sorry,
Sure.
you said that was a D8?
No, you'll roll a D20 for a skill check,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you get a +5 to whatever you roll for animal handling.
Rolled it 19, so that's a 24.
Okay, so he's drunk, right? And you're all a little buzzed, a little loosey-goosey at this point. You've all been sipping on it. Your raccoon wants to communicate with you. Unfortunately, yeah, we're going there. Fortunately, your raccoon's drunk, and none of you can speak with animals right now. So the raccoon begins to proceed to try and mime out to you how the raccoon thinks sourberry ale was made. So it starts very innocently. You see him like pretending to have a basket, and he walks and he picks up some fake berries and he's putting them in his fake basket. And very drunk. He comes back, and then you see him like take some pots and pans, and you see him like banging them around a bunch. You see him pantomiming putting berries in and banging the pot. He's a raccoon. He doesn't actually know how things are cooked, but in his mind, he's seeing pots and pans and berries being cooked down because he got that nat 20. So he's trying to pantomime how he sees this ale being made. At one point, he puts like a lid on a pot, and he's like holding it down, and then pretending it comes back up, and it comes back down. He's doing that. And Finn goes, Is he trying to show how things get carbonated or fermented? What's he doing there? And he continues.
He's gonna like lean over the log and be like, "Tell me something. Just give him a minute."
He's doing something.
Keep going, Thistle. Thistle. Keep going, Pockets.
So I'm gonna have Thistle. I'm gonna let you roll. I forgot how terrible your charisma is.
Yeah.
So I was gonna let you use your performance. Let's see what let's find a raccoon stat block. Let's see what we're dealing with here.
I have charm person that I was thinking of using on like Cedric or to learn more.
Let's see.
That's mean. I love it, but it's mean.
So
Harmful.
I feel like this charisma should be higher. What are you talking about? That's a terrible
The
idea.
raccoon.
Yeah, I'm just looking at people's homebrew to see what people have given a raccoon stat block, and I'm clearly gonna have to make my own raccoon because I don't agree with any of these stat blocks, so that's fun for me. Raccoon stats. So the raccoon's pretty cute. I'm gonna go ahead and say he has a better charisma than you, actually. So you're gonna roll a d20. You're not gonna use your performance on it. You're gonna use a different. Just roll a d20 real quick.
12.
So he is going to get a total of 15. So I believe he's really cute. A total of 15. And with that, he actually gives a pretty stirring performance. And you guys are able to, after a while, and you're all going to roll perception, D20 perception.
I don't know which one to use now.
I got 20.
Huh?
I got a 20.
Okay. So you are one with your raccoons. You're obviously going to be able to interpret it pretty easily.
8 plus 3, 11.
11. And Nissa?
16.
Okay. So the 20 and the 16 are both taken aback by how great a performance this is. And Dani, with an 11, you are impressed at the fact that this raccoon is drunk as a skunk while still being a raccoon and is doing such a very exuberant charades. Other two of you, however, are actually able to interpret some of that data, and you learn that his insight of this, which, by the way, you guys are trying to interpret what a raccoon gleaned from drinking ale. We're already up a ridiculous creek right now, but
This is amazing.
Yeah.
The raccoon pretends to pantomime to you guys, and basically shows
interpretive dance.
that there's the Sable Sourberry have different recipes, and this ale is one of them, but because of the fermentation process that happens, it actually removes the negative effects of it. Which does technically mean you could make sourberry kimchi. I'm just saying you could make a sourberry kimchi. But the fermentation, it seems, when the alcohol was created, it seems like that actually reduced it, which is interesting. And he continues. He's very wildly gesturing. And you learn that he's confused because you guys know that there's sourberry liquor that is in fact very potent and can in fact do damage. But yet somehow the ale in its fermentation process did not have the same effects, and you're not sure why, and neither is he, because a 20 is a 20, but he's still a raccoon. They're not sure why, but it seems like part of the recipe might help offset the damage done, but it seems like fermentation definitely is one of the main key ingredients. And you guys just learned that from a raccoon who was drunk playing charades, because the raccoon gets great scores.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look over at this and be like, that is a hell of a partner you got there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Brownie's just like munching.
I'm kind of gonna look over and be like, Brownie, why can't you do shit like that?
And Pockets does a little like bow.
Ovation.
The poor little raccoon is very drunk. And you guys make some s'mores. If those of you who want to share the chocolate with Finn, we'll get to have a little bit of chocolate from him. And you guys will, I don't know if you want to share some s'more with your raccoon friend, who just totally helped you guys, by the way.
Can they eat chocolate?
Well, you have other options. There's the nut butters, there's different jams and jellies. There's even a little sourberry jelly from the NPC that was mentioned earlier. You guys heard them talking about Penny Sweetwater's jams. This year's flavor is sourberry and cinnamon. Last year's flavor was a rhubarb and sourberry jam. Yeah.
Okay. Thistle wants to try all the different jams.
Alrighty.
So, and a little piece of chocolate from Finn, of course. And she'll share with Pockets as well.
I'm sure that he's just like, jam!
He needs some food, some more food in his belly.
Yeah, he's a drunk raccoon. Definitely needs some food in his belly. Alright. And Nissa, what are you munching on?
I'm not really munching on anything because I'm more curious to hear from Cedric and Finn some stories about past festivals.
Cedric kind of nods and he thinks about it for me. He's like, well, let's see. So there's the first year, I was a kid back then, and that's when, you know, we introduced the idea of doing physical feats. It started with a bunch of barrels, and you had to balance on it while it was spinning, and whoever could get it was while it was spinning, you had to balance on it, and whoever got the furthest won. It's like, and we were all pretty drunk when that started, by the way. We probably shouldn't have been doing that. That did lead to me breaking my leg, and he kind of like shows you how he's got a bit of a limp, you guys noticed earlier. And he's like, which is what led to the rule that sourberry farmers, if you're going to have a team, we can't be the ones who do the physical activities because we have work to do. My dad had to do all the work that season because my leg was broken because of a damn festival. So that's what started the rule. But every year it grew, and since, you know, we want to be more of a town, we want to be able to bring in more teachers, bring in more industry. We don't have the money for that right now, so we started charging an admission, because the adventurers were always wanting to give us some money for hosting them anyway. The field you guys are all sleeping in is actually, I do a crop rotation, and it's actually gonna get, it's been plowed under, and it's just got a cover crop. The clover you see there is actually a clover that one of the druids in the area, Sativa, bred for us that actually helps restore nutrients into it, but looks really nice and is pleasant for a campground. And we've over the years has kind of built things and made it to where every year we have a way to bring in money and try to make ourselves a little cozier existence out here on the edge. The people in Cozy Cove have been very kind, very helpful, and they have a lot of their own problems. You know, they're bursting with dungeons over there. They have all sorts of quests and adventures. They have a lot of adventures are heading over there now, but we have they've been very kind to us. They've been helping us a lot, and we have the Berry Oven Coven. They're the ones who always made the pies in the beginning. They'd always make too many pies. Now they're in such high demand. We have people come over from all over, not just to do the pie eating contest, but just to buy some pies. They're very tasty pies, and, you know, it's so you take a point or two of damage. Who doesn't stub their toe on a day, right? And, you know, because these are farmers, right? The idea of getting a point or two of damage, what you could get from a sourberry pie, a piece of pie, is kind of negligible when you think about how much your body gets injured, right? especially in a world where going to sleep makes you heal to full health, right? So he's like, so it started getting a little bigger in the past couple of years as some of us got a little older. We had more time. Duncan started putting together a really cool booth that he had. Howard brought his axe throwing booth, and we kind of just started adding attractions. And we add a little bit every year. This year is definitely the biggest we've ever seen. We've not had this much, and the obstacle course is probably the hardest it's ever been seen because a few of the former adventurers in the area from Cozy Cove and as well as here have all contributed a little something to the obstacle course. It's a few tricks they'll throw you. It's a fun one. I'm excited for it, honestly. And we have Pip the Piper, who's a pretty famous bard. You've probably all heard of Pip the Piper, especially if you were in High Strand. He's like, Pip the Piper even comes out, and he's actually our MC for the contest. And so he'll be here all day. He'll be walking around, scouting for new talent. But then in the evening for the contest, he'll be our MC. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, it's a great little fundraiser for us. That's why, you can, you pay to get in, you can tip at any booth. All the tips go to Sourberry, and we just split it up amongst everyone, and it helps out a lot. He kind of takes a sip from his ale and he goes, is there anything else anything specific you're wondering about, or any of you are wondering about?
It doesn't sound like you guys are hurting that much. What's the problem? You need more people coming in, or?
Well, it'd be good to have more people. We don't have enough people here to support anything, right? We're trying to gather money together to where we can have things like a general store, to where we can have a small inn, a small tavern where people can get a bite to eat. If anyone here wants to have a drink, or wants to have a drink with friends, they just have to get together in someone's yard. We have cookouts once in a while. In fact, if you like a fish fry, you got to go see Gwendolyn at the food court, and her and R Hook, who's a fisherman, they have the best fish fry. And we'll have a fish fry, but we can't have them consistently enough to make it a big thing for people to come in and visit, not without a tavern or an inn or a store. So we're trying to grow it up a little bit, but we don't have former adventurer money. In Cozy Cove, they all had years of adventuring treasure to put into building their buildings and to put into their infrastructure. We don't have that over here. So they're helping us, but these things all cost money, and you're further out. When you're out here, shipping it's harder to get things like lumber. It's harder to get things like all the specific things you might need. It's harder to get things from markets because it's further out in the country. So things have to travel further, that kind of thing. But we're growing.
Do they have issues with the berries over there on their end, or they don't?
It's mostly in our community. There are some of the other communities in the area. We have 3 or 4 farming communities around here. Some of them will have a couple berries. They're not inundated with them like they are here. Here they're everywhere. Other areas they'll be sporadically, but here we seem to have them everywhere.
Mm-hmm. And they just grow here?
Yeah, they're seasonal, so towards the end of summer, when the weather starts to get real nice and it stops being too hot, but it's not yet chilly, that's when they're perfect. Perfect festival weather.
And apart from the pie eating contest, what are the best things about the festival? What should we definitely not miss?
He thinks about it, well, I really like Duncan's booth. I'm not going to spoil the name for you, but you'll see it. Duncan's booth is a lot of fun. The zip line's a lot of fun. I got to try it out earlier, actually. I know you're thinking I'm an old man and I shouldn't, but I did anyway. It was a lot of fun. And he chuckles, and you're kind of surprised. He is an older guy, but he looked like he had a lot of fun on the zip line. And he says there's also a really cool obstacle course that he goes, Sativa, and he looks at you. She probably told you all about her grapple hook plants, but back in the day when Sativa was a lot younger, she owned an inn in Waterdeep. You guys are probably all from the city of Waterdeep. It's a pretty major city in the D&D world. So she had an inn there, and they had pissed off some people. I won't get into the details, that's her business to tell, but she needed defenses for the inn, and she also needed a workaround. You see, Sativa, she wanted to make sure her namesake plant, Sativa, was made legal, so it was illegal back then. It isn't now, obviously, but back then it used to be in the history of the horrible dark days of illegal sativa. And she found a workaround where she bred the entanglement, because she's a druid, the entanglement vines that you get, she bred those with the sativa plant, and she called it grapple hook because it was very sticky and it was very good for stopping people from getting in. They were basically like kind of almost sentient plants because she spent a lot of time breeding these things, and they became with grappling vines that had flowers you could pick off and have that sticky icky. So she has actually donated a grapple hook obstacle course to it. And it's a really fun interactive display, especially if you're druids, if you like nature at all, you might enjoy her display. It's not as you'd think it's dexterity. It's not just dexterity.
Sounds like a challenge.
Yeah, Thistle's very excited.
And he's like, I don't want to ruin all the surprises for you, but when you get there, you can also buy. We've got a girl here in town, Alara Thistlewick. Young, talented artist. Girl has no idea how talented she is. And she hand draws drawings, like maps of the festivals. So you can actually see where all the booths are. And she hardly charges anything for them. You should definitely get one. If you see her, tell her to charge more because these are hand done. Every single one is hand done. And she sells them for what, $1 a piece? It's ridiculous. Doesn't value herself enough. She's an artist, does not value herself, and we need to change that.
We'll try to talk to her. We say her.
And it helps because you get a map. You can see all the cool things. And he kind of taps his and he's like, "Well, do y'all have any other questions?"
Yeah, you got any more of this mead?
He's like, "Well, I do." And he goes ahead and pours you all some more mead, ale, whatever it is. It is as fresh and delicious as the first. And all of you can roll a d20. Insight again.
That is a nat 20.
Okay.
Why can't I get these during battles?
So that's a pretty common player curse, honestly. 20s for initiative.
Right?
Yeah, that's why I do tend to allow the banking. So I'm like, it's so unfortunate when you get a 20, you don't even need a 20.
I got a 12.
All right.
I had rolled a 19 and I think +3.
Alrighty.
Insight?
So slightly better on the insight scores. Thistle and Dani, you guys, when you drink your drink, you first feel a light tingling, a little bit of a buzz, get into your head, and you realize that there's something with the way sourberry interacts, not just once it's fermented, but also with the way it interacts with alcohol. The nat 20, however, makes you aware that yes, it interacts with alcohol, but it's not as simple as interaction. Sometimes it could lessen the effects of a sourberry. Sometimes it could intensify the effects of a sourberry. And you suspect, you're not sure, but you both suspect that alcohol and sourberries, the effects they have on each other should be studied. And should you offer this insight to Cedric or Finn, they might be able to tell you who to talk to.
Just as delicious as the first cup.
I don't like. Yeah, I don't let her go.
I don't know. You go ahead.
No, just kind of take another good swig of it, smacks her lips, and kind of like, I don't know what it is, but there's something with the sourberry. I don't know if it's the way y'all make it or something, but I think you got something going on here with the sourberries and the fermentation and
Cedric nods and is like, you're not the first travelers to come around and have that epiphany. In fact, tomorrow, should you be so inclined, we have a couple booths, actually, when you first come in to the left. There's one booth that's called Stomp's booth. Another booth is called Swish's booth. Now, Stomp, it's got a wine berry, like a sourberry stomping attraction. You can actually stomp and help make wine. Now, they don't let just anyone stomp wine. They'll tell you what you gotta do to do it. But next to it, you got Swish. Swish is the wine tasting. So Stomp and Swish, Stomp's a dwarf and Swish is an elf. And they actually met out here in the wild, both investigating sourberries and how it interacts with alcohol. They both were convinced it would make a truly delicious wine that could hit really hard because the way alcohol interacts. I don't know all the details, but those are the two you're going to want to talk to if you want to learn more about how it all works. But they have had a theory, and they've actually built a whole business out here. They've been out here for years and years and years, slowly building their business up and researching how the alcohol works and developing the sourberry wine. And they're artisans of their crafts, and they bicker like an old married couple. Maybe they are married.
Stomp and swish, huh? All
Stomp
right.
and swish.
We'll have to stop there.
Because I've always loved the idea of not just a gay couple, but a gay dwarf and a gay elf together. Because, like, dwarfs and elves don't get together. Shut up.
When
Love,
are elves
love
gay, first
finds
of
a
all?
way, okay? Love finds a way.
I'm just thinking the height difference.
Well, look. Look, love is love is love is love is love, okay? So, he continues drinking, and he's like, well, I gotta be up early to maintain the festival in the morning. I probably need to get back. And he looks at Finn, he's like, Finn, you too. If you're gonna help these folks win, you better get some rest too. And he kind of puts his hands on his knees and stands up. Does the classic Midwesterner, well, And,
If I had a cowboy hat, I'd tip it. But...
yeah. And yeah, so with that, him and Finn meander off, and you guys are left round the fire with your snicky snacks, your ale, and your tent is ready for you as well.
This is a really random question. Are there like, I'm assuming there's like bedrolls inside the tent?
Yeah, and if not, your adventurer's pack would have bedrolls, etc. So it's safe to assume there's at very least like basic cots in there for you to put your bedroll on.
Yeah, we got the fancy tent.
Yeah.
I think.
Well,
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I'm 3 foot and I've had 2 ales, so I'm probably pretty close to passing out at this point.
Yeah, probably.
But you're made out of rock.
Just gonna take your finger off, man.
rock. There's a difference.
I really thought you were gonna
Thistle.
shine.
Thistle and Pockets, they yawn and stretch, and they're gonna pack it in for the night. I think gonna head into the tent.
All right.
Yeah.
So you guys are all gonna bed down, and as you go into the tent, you guys do see that there's some nice cots. There's actually some nice while they don't have like the sheets or whatever, there are a lot of nice knitted and crocheted blankets that are at each of the feet of the bed. Just in case you didn't have anything, there'd be a blanket provided for you. And it's very comfy. It's very cozy. There's even these little orbs that float and can be touched to turn light on and off. And the night is cool, but not so cool that you'd need a fire, but not too hot to where you'd be all sweaty in your sleep, because there is nothing worse than being sweaty in your sleep. That is not cozy. And with that, we will our quick pulse check. Are we all wanting to play until 10 or wanting to play until like 9? So I know that longer sessions can be hard for players, and I want to make sure I touch base. We're going to take a break regardless. It's either ending or break. So it's up to you guys.
Whatever y'all want to do. I was just going to have Dani actually pull her little thing out over to Brownie, because she's used to being on the road and sleeping outside with her horse, kind of cuddling up. So she's gonna lay her bedroll down over there. But whatever you want to do, I'm okay. Like,
I'm good with continuing.
Okay.
With a break. Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and break until 9 p.m. Central. That's 15 minutes from now, and then we'll be back and we'll play until 10.
Okay.
cool.
Awesome. Alrighty. With that, you guys tuck in for a nice evening, and you have a nice long rest. So, depending on what you're using to track your stuff, if you're using like a website or an app, you just click long rest. If you are doing it manually, then just you get all your spell slots back, and you are fully healed.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay.
And I can choose. I stick with the same 4 spells, but I can have 2 different ones prepared.
So you can, and you can, any long rest, you can change up what spells you have. I'm a little chill about the rules. If you want to, if you're like, oh, we're about to go adventure, let me change my spells, that's fine. Like, you don't have to change it like the second you do your long rest, in my mind. Like, For all I know, your character picks their spells over coffee, you know? So maybe your character wakes up, thinks about it for a bit, and then assigns themselves their spells. Alright, so you guys enjoy a long rest, and in the morning, you wake up, and already you can smell the smells of the food court as food starts cooking on up. Outside, there's stuff set out for you guys to have a quick cup of coffee or tea and have a quick little light breakfast before you head over. The festival is getting ready to open. And the smells crossing the way. You guys smell like the sugary smells. You smell the frying dough getting dropped into hot oil. You smell meats getting seared on the hot grill. The really salty, delicious meats are starting to really drip off their juices, and that smell is just hitting you guys in full force as you wake up. Well rested with all your spell slots. And you guys let me know whenever you're ready to go over there.
Definitely grabbing a cup of coffee black.
Yes.
Because that's how my girl drinks.
Naturally.
Nice.
Thistle makes a cup of tea and is just salivating at all of the delicious smells. She's so hungry.
Those mushrooms, rice, potatoes, and squirrel didn't go very far.
I'm also making a cup of tea. Have other people arrived in the campgrounds? Is there anybody new around?
No, but you guys do see in the distance, the path, you see some adventurers starting to come in. Cedric and Finn did tell you guys yesterday that most adventurers just get there early in the morning. And they stay that night when they're drunk from too much Sourberry everything.
Everything, yeah.
Get that. I guess I would end up feeding Brownie.
Yeah.
Make sure she's good to go. Who got hammered last? I'm literally going to go over to Thistle and just kind of be like, so, how's Pockets doing?
Mm-hmm.
Pocket's a little bit rough this morning. We got to get some food in her. In him. And me.
Is he around like anywhere? I
Yeah.
need to know where
in the
Raccoon
tent.
is.
Pockets is laying in a little grassy area in the sun, just half asleep, trying to wake up.
I'm gonna
People have those mornings.
get a branch. It's just kind of like gently nudged.
He goes "Argh," and rolls over.
That raccoon might have
He needs a few more minutes.
I'm like, all right, I'm sorry, buddy, and I'll just walk away.
The squirrel that made fun of Nissa previously appears.
Oh,
You guys watch the
I
squirrel.
don't know the squirrel, do I?
I don't know. Did you see the squirrel taunting Nissa and Thistle yesterday? Okay.
I don't think so. No.
The squirrel runs over to Pockets and does a little before running off again.
Thistle jumps up, tries to run after him.
Oh my god. I'm literally gonna snag Thistle by the back of her shirt and be like, no.
No, you're not gonna chase a squirrel.
I'm like, no.
Damn. Pockets doesn't even realize that the squirrel came by. He still have his sleep.
Because Pockets is just like, what? And you guys are gonna scoop Pockets up and take him with you to the festival? Are you guys heading over there?
Yeah.
Or?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we are. Oh, excuse me. And with Brownie all taken care of with food for the day, we head over to the Sourberry Festival.
Ooh,
Yay.
I'm so excited.
Oh boy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So before you, we have the map of old Sourberry, and there are some NPCs. If their names aren't what they say, just ignore that. Some of them are actually like, the person who runs Siren Song Suds is actually a real, that's actually a company based off my friend's company. She's also a player of mine, so I just grabbed one of her old characters as the NPC. And that's Shar. You guys probably saw her in chat. She's in all of the chats because she's an ambassador, apparently, and She was going to be here tonight, but her husband made plans, and so she was like, damn it. Curse him making surprise plans that make me happy.
She can come next time.
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
you know, she's familiar with the fair. But you guys walk in, and at the entrance, you see a couple people, and they're manning a table. An older lady, Rosie Stonecutter, is the one who's taking the admission fee. And there's a gossipy girl with her who is just talking a mile a minute, going on and on and on and on. And she is the face painter. She is Luna Brushwell. And Luna Brushwell is just gossipy, and she does really beautiful face paintings. And she's also in charge of selling young Alara Thistlewick's maps, because Alara is wandering the festival, drawing and sketching adventures that she sees. And you guys, as you walk up, you hear Luna telling Rosie, she's like, well, Alara said that what she was going to do is she was going to go ahead and she's going to sketch any cute or attractive adventure that she found. And then in exchange for me selling off her drawing, she would give me the first pick of the cutest adventures. And then she'd point them out to me in the crowd so I could try and talk to them and see if they're single. She's also going to try and see if they're single before she gives me the picture. And she's going to put a little note on it to let me know. Because I'm trying to find a nice, good, noble adventurer, someone who's strong and tough. But he's not going to be at home too much. I want him to get me pregnant, have me with pretty babies, and go off. And I don't care if he dies at war, but I want him to be out of the house, adventuring, sending back the riches. That is the life I want. And so she is going to be looking for that kind of person. And the whole time Rosie's like old, right? She is too old to be hearing this. And she's just like, yeah.
Where is this?
At the entrance right there, where you guys are all
Okay.
lined up here, which technically should be back here, but right there at the entrance. And the second Rosie sees you, she's just like, "Oh, look, we new people. I need to take care of our guests. This is a fundraiser after all, Luna. Let me take care of our guests. Please shut up." Adventurers, guests, visitors to the festival, welcome to the Sourberry Meadows Festival. We are so glad to have you. Your admission fee is 1 gold. 1 gold will get you access to everything without an extra fee. 10 silver gets you access to everything with an extra fee. You guys are aware that there's 10 silver and a gold. You are aware of this fact. She's just trying to get you to give her money. Yeah.
Okay.
Thistle goes in her pouch. Does Pockets need a separate entrance fee, or is
Is he going to play the games?
he's gonna want to? Yeah.
Then yes. This is a fundraiser after all.
Okay. She hands over 2 gold.
Alrighty.
So I'll be taking out a gold as well.
And Nissa,
That's
you as well?
why.
Alright. Alright, and she thanks you all. She's like, "Oh, thank you so much. Oh, are you the adventurers who helped last night with the scarecrow?
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Thank you guys
That'd be
so
us.
much. That was I suppose I could give you a discount. Of course, noble friends of Sourberry, you wouldn't want a discount. You want to support us. You're friends of us, of course. You're so kind. You're so good. You should go. You make sure you tell people you're a friend of Sourberry, and they'll probably hook you up with something. Not a discount though. This is a fundraiser."
I'm just gonna look at the other two and be like, I think this is a fundraiser. Just
I get the sense. Yeah.
Luna's like, "Yeah, what was your first clue? Her never stopping talking about the fundraiser?" And Rose is like, "Oh, I never stopped talking." And Luna's like, "Speaking of talking, do any of you guys know, I mean, you're not men, but do you know any eligible, attractive men, single?"
not no, not my cup of tea, sorry.
Thistle looks over at Pockets and like,
Human men? Well, they don't have to be human, but they do need to not be a raccoon. And she looks over at you, Dani, and she's like, "I'm glad they're not your cup of tea. I don't need any competition. If you find any ones, though, you send them my way. You make sure you tell any men you see here you don't play for their team, and you send them my way."
Yes, ma'am.
She's like, remember, if you see any cute ones that are single, bring them my way. I'll give you a free face painting if you give me a cute one that's single.
Oh my god. She just shakes her head. Okay.
Rosie's like, there's not a lot happening in this town. There's not a lot of, she's dumb. I don't know what to tell you. Have a good time. If you want to get a map, if you want to buy a map, they're 1 copper each. I would give them to you for free, but we are trying to support young Alara. She does not value herself as an artist, and it's important to value artists and support the arts.
Still agrees. She'd love a map, and
Okay,
she'll give 2 copper pieces.
Oh, you're so generous and kind. We appreciate you. And she hands you the... Did you want 2 maps, or did you just want to pay 2 copper for 1?
Just 2 copper for 1.
Okay.
We have a map for our group.
All right, she beams, and she's very glad that you were so kind. Thank you. That's going to boost Alara's esteem. We're really trying to make sure she knows that she's special. Would anyone else like their own commemorative map?
Yes, please. I will take a map, and I only have gold, and I don't want to do maths, so I will pay a gold for a map.
Rosie is immediately taken aback. She's like, oh, this is going to make Alara so happy. You are such a gem. You're so sweet. Oh, I can't wait to see her face when I tell her someone paid a gold for her maps. You are such a wonderful girl. That's going to give you advantage in a role that you suck at in the future.
Yay.
And Dani, would you like a map as well?
I will as well, and I too will give a gold just for the hell of it.
Such generosity. True friends of Sourberry. Oh, Luna, you need to leave them alone. They're not going to look for a man for you. These are respectable people. She waves like, have fun. Should you need a medical assistance, there's a medical tent right there. Otherwise, your maps will show you everything you need to know. And your map looks like the map in front of you. And like the map in front of you, the area that behind the pie eating contest is actually grayed out because you're not allowed to see what happens in the pie eating contest. So you see the stage, and you see there's a little area behind it that says pie eating contest, and it's all blurry.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's why this area up here is blocked off as well.
Actually, as we walk by, I'm going to ask, Luna, what time does the contest start?
End of the festival, dear. It's the finale of the whole thing.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. Thank you.
So we got some time.
As you guys walk in, straight ahead, you see the old pirate wheel, which is basically looks like a pirate ship wheel, but it's actually like a a Ferris wheel. And to your right, you see the axe throwing booth. You hear the thunks of axes. And you also see Duncan Dunkston's Dunk Sploosh Dunk Tank. Yeah, go ahead. Try and say it 7 times fast. Yeah, I was...
Dunk Sploosh Tank.
Yeah, Duncan Dunston's Dunk Sploosh Dunk Tank. That is the shorter version of the name, by the way. In the creation of Sourberry Festival, that name got really long and ridiculous the longer late nights happened. So,
I mean, it's amazing. I love it.
Thank you. And you see
Are
them.
the ducks being dunked?
Huh?
Are the ducks being dunked?
No, Duncan Dunkston is a duck farmer, and this is his Dunk Sploosh Dunk Tank. And as you guys walk nearish it, you actually hear him attempting to try and heckle people, but as he sees you guys, he kind of waves you guys down a little bit.
I'm going to say hi. What's this all about?
He's like, he sees you like, well, howdy there. My name here is Duncan Dunkston, and I'm a duck farmer. And here's my dunk tank. Now, this thing is a feat of modern ingenuity. People throw a ball, and they hit that there spot, and they drop down into the water. It's a fun game. Now, the problem I'm having, unfortunately, and you guys see some adventurers are wandering around in the festival. He's like, the problem I'm having is these adventurers, they're used to facing big stuff. They're used to facing, like, the dragons and the mimics and, the scary stuff. Farmers aren't scary to them. So when we put a farmer on a thing, they don't want to throw a ball and dunk them in the water. So I tried to start insulting them a little bit, insult their integrity or something, but I'm not very good at insulting people either. I complimented someone and they ended up proposing to me. I'm not doing very good with this. Are any of you good at talking shit?
I just look at Thistle.
No, that mean?
What I need is someone who can sit up there and yell insults at people and make and make them feel so inspired to throw a ball and knock them into the water.
Nissa.
What happens once they're thrown into the water? Like, is there anything other than somebody getting dunked that comes from this? Like,
They get wet.
Money.
He's like, well, I get money. This is a fundraiser. And the person who gets dunked gets wet. Like, look, if you're not in an insulted mind, might I suggest, right on behind you is the food court. Now, Gwendolyn's got a lot of good food. I know you can smell it. There's also ale. There's Sourberry Slammers. All sorts of drinks. You get a drink or two in you, you might be able to insult these adventurers and come help old Duncan out. He's basically saying, go get drunk. Get good at insulting people. Maybe you'll be useful then.
Yeah, that could work.
That could work. This is like 19 perception. That could work.
I do owe you a slammer.
I did want to try. Okay, right. The fates are aligning. Let's do this.
Do this.
Let's get some food. Let's get me drunk. And let's insult some people.
Let's insult some people.
It is 5 o'clock somewhere.
It's afternoon here, so like that counts.
Don't I have the menus? Do I not? Are they not saved now? I thought I had the menus saved on here, but I'm not seeing them?
That's alright. All we need is a slammer.
Yeah,
Whatever
you know.
we eating.
I was gonna like have it there so you could see it and have the immersion, you know. But for drinks, are you guys going to the food court?
Yes.
We'll need some food.
All right.
Yeah.
Pockets.
Food is required and also slammers.
All right.
For science.
You guys go to the let me pull a NPC up. Let me grab a character. I'm gonna use Ray. You guys approach this token. It says Ray, but her name's Gwendolyn. And Gwendolyn is working in the food court, and behind her you see the food preparing itself almost. Like you see the meat floating over to a grill. You see ribbons of liquid flowing themselves into cups. And you see a nice little menu posted on the front. The drink menu reads as follows. You guys are looking for the Sourberry Slammer?
Yeah.
That is 4 copper, and it's an extra copper for the shot floater.
Sign me up.
You just doing one? We doing a round? You just...
Is everybody else going to have one? Are we all going to get, like, insulty? Like, that could be fun.
Day drinking.
I am not getting into a tank, but I will day drink with you.
Yeah, I'll have one.
Okay. Then,
All right.
slammers all round.
All right. Gwendolyn smiles and she's like, all right, you guys going to do a shot floater in each of them?
Hell yeah.
Feel like we should.
That'll be 15 copper altogether, or silver and 5 copper, right? Is that how that maths? Don't quote me on that. It might just be 15
yeah.
copper.
I don't even know how many copper equals silver at this point.
I don't.
Yeah.
I have to check.
I still have gold, so I'm gonna give one of those, and however that works out, that works out.
Gwendolyn's like, oh, you're such you are friends of Sourberry. I love it. And you guys feel your reputation growing. Like you're gonna have some luck later. You got some luck to throw around with the way. And yes, I'm tracking things. With the way you guys are so generous. She slides the 3 Sourberry Slammers, and the Sourberry Slammers look a lot like a red margarita. Big round glass, floating ice, little bits of berries floating in the drink. And then she has little floater, and she had said floater, but you didn't realize that she was going to physically float them. So you see these little, like berry-like dishes that look like they were, like they're very thin. And you look really closely, and it's actually a spun sugar that creates like a little shot glass, like petal, like flower petal. And your liquor shot is actually floated into that, and it literally, with magic, floats onto your slammer. The sugar then dissolves and your drink falls into, or your shot falls into your drink.
Impressive.
Right?
Thistle grabs it.
Very interesting.
I try. And you were all going to roll a couple d20s for me. So first you're going to roll... hold on. I need to roll a d20 and then I'll tell you guys to roll d20s. Oh... Well, Amy's on my dice. Let me find other dice. It's okay. I'm a dice goblin, so I have a bag of dice right here as well. Do, 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 do. Alrighty. We are in the money now.
Oh, no.
Everyone roll me a, first we're going to do a constitution roll, d20.
Oh, boy.
Adding your constitution modifier.
Oh, no.
How bad is it, Dani?
It's a 1.
Yeah, that's a failure. That's a critical failure at that. Nissa, what about you?
17 plus 2.
Okay, so you are good. And Thistle, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 1.
All right, so Thistle, Dani, you feel it pretty quickly when you take the drink.
Listen, I didn't have any breakfast, okay?
Yeah, you
haven't eaten yet.
You haven't eaten. You should probably order some food. Where is a D4 in this bag?
Oh, God.
Where are my D4 in here? Like, all the D4 are like, no, we don't want you to do damage. Give me a D4. I'm going to have to roll her a D6. There it is. It's a sentient dice bag, apparently. All right. Hey, you're in luck. So you take 1 damage, 1 hit point. And go ahead and on your sheet, go ahead and track it separately. Don't track it as regular damage. Track it as sourberry damage.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
For both of us?
Yeah. Well, I'm about to roll your damage, but yes.
Oh, okay.
So you took a little more damage, Thistle. You took 3 damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, I got that farmer's build-up, whatever you want to call it.
And then you're both going to roll another d20. This will be perception.
14 total.
Okay.
And
Nissa,
rolled a
you'll-
16.
16, and Nissa,
Sorry.
you'll also roll a perception. Yeah.
20.
Jesus Christ. She said, no damage, and I'm going to learn something.
Right?
Yeah.
16 plus 5, I think.
Okay.
Right?
So so Thistle and Dani, you each take your damage. However, you all gain a little insight from this. Your perception helps you all glean that there is damage that can be dealt with this. However, the more you experience the damage the more you experience it, the better you get at handling it. The less likely you are to fail that con throw. The less likely you are to ever need the Constitution throw in the first place. It seems like the more you almost inoculate yourself, the less you have damage to your system, and you actually do better because you've inoculated yourself against things like damage.
Okay.
And that information is very helpful because as you all go to walk away with your drinks and meander, you see a sign. The Berry Oven Coven, you see these 3 ladies. They're not open yet selling their pies, but they're setting up, and you see a sign. And they have a different selection of treats than the food court does. And on their treats, you see sourberry mini pie, sourberry pie, hand pie, crumble muffin, and afterberry mint. All of these do different levels of damage. Some of them do as much as 1d12 damage.
Oh, shit.
If you fail to throw, yes. However, an afterberry mint, you guys see, costs 1 gold, but can heal 1d6 sourberry damage.
That's the mint one you said?
The afterberry mint. Instead of an after dinner mint, an afterberry mint. And it costs a
Okay.
gold, but it'll heal you 1d6 of sourberry damage.
Thistle wants to try the afterberry mints.
So that's unfortunately not open yet. But
No, they're not open yet.
But you've seen that it's there.
Okay.
They're older ladies. They will do things on their own schedule. And you actually hear them like bickering back and forth to each other, and you're like, oh yeah, no, I'm not gonna. They'll open when they're ready. The 3 biggest golden girls.
We're pretty far away from the obstacle course, aren't we?
Yeah, so you're about in the middle of the festival, and it's on the other side of it, and
Okay.
it is also behind a barricade.
Gotcha.
We still haven't eaten, have we?
And
We should probably do that since we're having slammers.
The food court has some fried dough, has the famous fish fry fried fish. You can add fried potatoes. Has corn dogs, has a cheese dog, like the Korean corn dogs, you know, the cheesy goodness. Yeah. Yeah. It's not, I can't call it Korean, but like it's delicious and I want to specify what kind it is.
I know exactly. As soon as you said it, I knew exactly what you meant.
So good. We have this boba place here that sells them and like they're so good.
Yeah, dude.
And then they also have meat on a stick, unspecified meat on a stick. It does look kind of like the squirrels you guys saw that you had for dinner last night. Fried potatoes. You can also add cheese to those fried potatoes. Yes, it's basically cheese fries.
Nice.
Roasted turkey leg, just like a classic giant turkey leg. You also have the sourberry mini pies, sourberry meatballs, which are basically like a sweet glaze meatball, and surprise healing wings.
Okay. Since we're up there, is Finn are Finn and Cedric like kind of there, or
You see them like in the distance by the main stage. Looks like they're setting up the registration tables for the pie eating contest.
okay, all right, I won't bother then.
This
I feel like, yeah, go ahead.
This is gonna order 2 Korean hot dogs.
All right, the corn dogs.
Corn dogs.
Alrighty, and that's gonna be each of the Korean cheesy corn dogs are 3 copper apiece.
Okay.
And they float out to you. It takes a minute because obviously they have to get dunked into the oil to fry up. But once they're done, they are floated over to you. All the while, Gwendolyn's taking the money, making change, etc., etc.
Okay.
Anything
handing
else?
over
Bruce?
6 copper. That's all.
All right. We do have our Hook's famous fish fry. It is delicious. He catches it himself, and I fry it myself. You've never had a better fish fry.
I'm going to have that and also fried potatoes because potatoes are amazing.
Do you want to add cheese to them?
I mean, yes, absolutely.
Good choice. The fried fish is 5 copper. The potatoes are 1 copper, and then the cheese added to is another copper. So 7 copper.
7 copper. Okay.
And when you get the fish gets dropped in and it gets floated over to you, and it is, in fact, probably the best fish fry you have ever had. It is, the fry on it is perfect. It doesn't fall off. It actually adheres to everything properly. The fish doesn't have that weird fishy taste. It's actually just got good, delicious flavor to it, like a good, proper,
Nice.
fresh, good fish should have. And it's delicious. It's fluffy. It's hot and steamy. The potatoes are that perfect kind of like soft inside, crispy outside,
Crispy
perfect
outside.
deliciousness. Yeah. And the cheese is, of course, a delicious melted blend. Not just cheddar. You actually taste a little bit of a Gouda situation in there to kind of deepen the flavor a little bit.
Those sound fantastic.
Thanks. I'm actively working on a cookbook from Cozy Cove and Sourberry. Because I end up thinking of
That's
this food.
pretty
I'm
awesome.
like, well, I need to just have a cookbook now.
I would 10 out of 10 cook that, yeah.
Hey, Zoe.
I feel like Dani would just be always defaults to her jerky. Just kind of like pulls it out of her pack and just starts like ripping a piece off and just chewing.
Gwendolyn's like, that's a choice. We have delicious food here, dear. Should you be interested?
She wants to try what was the last thing on the menu?
The surprise
The
healing
surprise?
wings.
Yeah. How much are those?
1 gold.
1 gold. She
I'm
raises
just gonna
her
look at her and
pack.
be like, you realize that there's a reason why it's called a surprise, right?
Exactly. And she hands over a gold piece.
All right.
Oh
All right. And who's eating the wings?
no. Thistle is.
Alrighty. You get 5 healing points for sourberry damage.
Nice.
Surprise!
Nice.
Yay.
And they're also delicious wings. They're fried up real nice. They really nice, like sweet glaze that's made from the sourberries, actually.
Delicious.
And Dani just, nope, eating my jerky.
Yep.
Drinking my sourberry slammer and eating my jerky.
I'm literally just gonna be like, I'm good, ma'am. I appreciate it.
And as you guys are wandering around the food, since you guys were just by the Berry Oven Coven, across from it, you guys do see the tarot tent, which
Ooh.
you were definitely told to consider visiting if you wanted to get some hints on how to win.
Is that
Thistle-
different from the fortune teller?
I think it's the same.
Yeah, that's
Same.
fortune color. Yes.
So I'm pretty sure Thistle, you were told
Yes.
to go over there, at least check it
Yeah.
out. Somebody was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Babs or Sativa told me to head over there.
Yeah.
Let's
Let's do
check
it.
it out.
All right.
And as you guys approach, you smell some delightful smelling incense. It's like a mystic, delightful quality. Me light one myself. And it smells quite nice. It smells homey. It kind of evokes the thought of home, of safety. And yeah, a little mysticism.
Just take a deep breath in and suck it in.
Suck it all in.
breathe it in.
And ooh, that smells nice.
Pockets does that and then he goes and coughs a bunch.
And as you guys walk in, you see a woman with a large turban wrapped around her head with a big gem on the front. She has very elaborate robes with big, long sleeves. She has multiple necklaces and a bunch of rings on each of her fingers and bangles on her wrists. And she sits in front of a glass orb. And she says, Yes, come in, adventurers. I've been expecting you. And she's like over the frankly ridiculous large orb that is kind of bigger than she is.
I'd be like, go ahead, Thistle. This is all you.
And
Thistle
everyone
walks
everyone roll a d20, but Thistle, you will roll on advantage.
15.
14.
9.
All right, so Thistle and Nissa, you are aware that she's obviously in some sort of costume. She's not actually a fortune teller. Thistle, you're aware this is in fact Babs, the person whose inn you've stayed at before. And then all of you will also, if you don't mind, give me a Arcana roll, please. So you roll your D20 and then add your Arcana score.
Okay. I got 8, and I think, is it 4? 12?
Okay.
10 total.
12 total.
Okay. None of you are aware of exactly what all the accessories she's wearing, but you're all aware that most of the accessories she's wearing, while it's a costume, the gemstones, the necklaces, the rings, those are all real magic items. You're not sure what they are, but you can definitely, at your young age, are very intimidated by the jewelry this woman is wearing as costume jewelry. Some of this is the stuff that you would get as a reward for, like, the end of, like, a high-level adventure. And she's wearing them, like, it's just
Trinkets.
jewelry. They're trinkets. I need some accessories for my outfits. I'm going to be a tarot reader today.
Oh my god.
Look, she's retired, okay? She's allowed to have her fun.
Yeah.
And she's like, yes, adventurers, you want to see your future?
I'm just gonna point.
Thistle walks up. She recognizes Babs, but she wants to play along.
Sure.
I guess like she doesn't call anything out, and she says, "Yes, please tell me my future. This wonderful lady from Cozy Cove told me to come by and meet you and hear my future."
She listens. Oh yes, Babs is a good woman, always telling people good advice, just like me, in fact. And she
Nodding along.
Here's a perception check.
She kind of looks at you and she's like, "Listen here, Danica.
Danica.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm sorry, ma'am.
Like, first of all, how'd she know my name enough to mispronounce it?
You can just back up.
It's a special kind of insult, and how'd she pull that from my head?
Yeah.
She's a very high level user. But anyway, so she goes, this is all attractions are free, of course, the Friends of Sourberry, but this is a fundraiser, of course. And she gestures to a wooden box. So donations are always welcome, of course.
Thistle digs in her bag a little bit, holds out a gold piece. Ding, pops it in.
Such kindness, such kindness. This will give you an even better fortune. And she... yes, I'm seeing... Yes, you and your group. Oh! Did you guys let Finn join your group? That's so sweet. That's sweet. And she immediately drops. She's like, that sweet boy has been trying to get into a group for ages. That is so sweet of you. And it's funny because, like, she's obviously telling the truth. Like, she is obviously seeing something, but, like... She's so pleased by what she's seeing that she's, like, dropped the pretense of this fortune teller persona because she's like, oh, that's so sweet of you. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. Yes, and fortune will favor the bold, using Finn as a young adventurer, letting him join your party. Yes, I see it now. You don't know the secrets of the course. You're all too young. You've never been here before. In the past, the invincible icons have won because they cheated a little. They used various attractions to sneak peeks. She waves her hands again. In the present, those invincible icon bastards are using the attractions and plotting the best... Are you serious? Whatever. And are plotting the best way to win. They are already plotting their strategy in this present, and in the future, should we stay this course, the invincible icons will win again and become the even more insufferable icons, and I can't have that. I see in my mind's eye, you adventurers should go to the zip line, the pirate wheel, even the tree swing, should your perception rolls be low enough to where you need another chance. And you should see what you can try to glean from this information. Gain the advantage the icons have. And in the future, you can win. And she says that, and as she said, like, a lot of smoke actually begins to rise from the table. Ooh. And in the smoke, you actually see images of yourselves going, like, you see images of you guys going down a zip line. You see images of you swinging on these tree swings. You see an image of you all laughing on the pirate's Ferris wheel. And it is kind of impressive. Even the skeptics among you would be a little impressed by this show of literal smoke, no mirrors. To see these imageries play out. And then she goes, oh, all this smoke must be Sativa in here. And should you need any extra help, you can always go see her. And she waves the smoke away, and it goes almost as fast as it came. And she is back to just the orb once more, gesturing wildly around.
Dani in the back is like behind Thistle's chair, gonna point like where the smoke images were, and be like, how true was that about me going down that zip line? Because I don't know about that.
Just what? Well, so she kind of lets us. Well, depends. How much do you want to see a chance at the obstacle course? This is but one possible future. One where if you go, you learn something, and if you don't, you do not. She lets the smoke rise again, and you see one image where your friends go down laughing and having a good time, and you stand on the ground not seeing anything. And like she actually, like, the smoke, like when her friends or when your friends are flying in the air, it's like sunny and beautiful, but then like down below it's all like sad and dark, and like you're like and you hear like in the arms of the angel.
It's quite a manipulative vision.
I know that song.
That's hilarious.
But the choice is always yours, dear. And it's worth noting that like your perception is what? Like your passive is 13. She's probably fucking with you. She's an old lady. She's obviously having a good time. But also like sometimes old ladies fuck with you and they're being dead ass. So you know, your personal choice, dear.
Listen, going by the NPC icons, I would definitely be going over to that obstacle course. I'm just
To what?
to the obstacle course. I'm
Oh.
just saying.
Yeah. Sativa do be smoking weed.
Thistle just stares like wide-eyed, like in amazement at the smoke and the fortune that was just told. And she says, "Wow, Babs, that looks amazing." And just like blows the cover. Um, and at the same time, Pockets is like reaching over to the jewelry on her wrist, trying to snatch it over, or trying to like sneak it off.
Trash
And
panda
Thistle,
stealer.
it hits his paw away. It grumbles away.
Babs
Could I
sees-
actually?
Huh?
Could I have him try to steal something, or
You can certainly try.
nah? No, not right now. No, I don't want to try it.
Aw. Did you guys hear the rumor about what happens when the GM says you can certainly try?
No.
It's actually like, it's a thing in the various D&D culture. Like, I have a pin, actually.
Yep.
Yeah. It says you can definitely try. And it's basically like, if the GM says that, it means don't do the dumb thing.
Don't do it. It's also when the
what I got.
GM smiles, but
So, my,
you smile too often, so I can't.
yeah,
That's not
I'm
true.
a smiley person. My box actually does say, though, beware the smiling dungeon master.
See?
But I am always smiling. So I'm happy, 'cause I like to play D&D, so I'm always happy if I'm playing D&D. As cheesy as that is. Assuming that you're done looking into the smoke and the quartz and the orb.
Yep.
Alright, and with this message, where do you guys choose to go?
I mean, the zipline's right there.
Is it?
Yeah, it's right there.
Man, it is. God damn it. Listen, if the two of y'all want to go, I'll go.
Yes.
Yeah.
And over by the zip lines, you see a little gnome guy. And let me zoom in a little bit. And he is just a little gnome artificer. He's made this contraption. Yeah, he's made this contraption you see before you. And basically what he does is he straps you into a harness, very safe. He cranks you up, and this little latch releases, and you fly down the zip line that he has. And then you land on the other side of the festival. You go over the whole thing, seeing all the displays. You get to see everything that's at the festival. And you land at the Flights of Fancy safe landing space, and it's a bunch of hay. There's a cleric over on the other side who's helping catch people.
Nice.
Comforting that it's a cleric at the end of the room.
Well, safety matters.
Absolutely. All right. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
So this is a free attraction that he has. You actually don't even see a little booth. Like, you don't see a box even for a fundraiser. Whether that means it's dangerous or not, you don't know. Dani, did you decide to be at the landing space and not do this?
No, I thought we went down it. My bad.
Oh no, you haven't. Not yet. Not yet. So who's gonna go first?
Me. Thistle jumps in the air
All
with
right.
excitement.
He a few quick snaps and clicks. He gets you all sorted up and into the machine, and you get cranked on. Woo!
Sorry, I was clicking it.
You get cranked all the way up to the top. And with a simple little thunk, you begin your flight across. And you'll go ahead and roll a d20 for your perception check.
8.
Alright, you're going to have advantage on this. So you're going to roll twice.
16.
Right. So as you fly across, you are having a really good time. You're looking down, you see the pirate wheel, you see the berry oven coven, you see the fishing game, which looks very interesting. You see the obstacle course that was mentioned, you see axes flying across. And at the stage area, you actually see some side stage action getting set up. And as you get almost to your landing space, you're able to spy, just over the barrier, a couple of bouncing barrels floating in a pool of like a liquid, a pink liquid, it seems like. And it's these 3 barrels that are just floating in this pool.
Okay.
And back at and then you land safely, gently, and happily on the big pile of hay. And it actually, like, when it lands, the magic actually engages, and it actually just lowers you down. And
That was so fun.
yeah, back at the start of a zip line, Nimble Sprocket looks around and goes, "Who's next?"
Me.
All right, and same as before, he gets you all set up, and up you go. And across you go, rolling a perception at advantage.
Okay, so that was an 8, and that was, I'm going to go with the 18.
Okay, 18 is definitely better. And you, as you get closer to the edge, you also see some bobbing barrels in the liquid. You, however, notice you're more fixated not on the barrels, but on the liquid that they're floating in. And you think it actually looks kind of like the ichor and juice you guys saw yesterday with the coming out of the ground with the thorns, coming out of the sour berries that were bursting open, coming out of the scarecrow. To you, it looks kind of that consistency, to where it's not quite like water. It's a little more, a little thicker than that.
Viscous, yeah.
Yes, viscous, thank you. And, but you do see at least 3 bouncing barrels kind of floating in that liquid. And then, Birdran Nimble Sprocket looks at you, Dani, and goes, "Well, they said the last one to go is normally the coward. You ready?"
Thanks, I appreciate that. And sure, let's go.
He kind of is like, "Are you going to be okay? You should know, I have magic engaged. Nothing bad's going to happen. We joke with you guys, but nothing's going to happen that's bad."
They all say that.
He's like, "Ah, well, you young kids, you're all so cynical. Oh, well."
I don't have calm emotions.
He gets ready to throw the lever. He's like, "I could fuck with her right now." "Nah, I shouldn't."
God.
He decides not to, and you go across as well, also rolling perception at advantage. I assume screaming the whole way.
Most likely.
Yeah.
19.
Okay. So just, "Wah! Oh, hey, that's pretty cool."
Yeah, that's cool.
And you land, and let me remember how fog works, Abby. Come on. With all of you seeing it, you're actually able to bring this back a little bit. You all now can clearly see, because you have seen it before, the bouncing barrels are actually floating in fact, that jelly. And you can see now that you've all had a look at it, and you were all expected to obviously talk about it, but it looks like the barrels are about a stride apart. So, Dani, you think that if you were to start at the starting point that you see from your angle, you think it would take all of your movement that you would get in a turn, assuming successful jumps, you'd be able to jump all 3 barrels, like boing, 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 and get to whatever the next thing is. You don't know what the next thing is, but you're pretty sure that you could get that done in 1 round of movement.
Gotcha.
So you all land safely. What do you tell each other when you land?
Whoa, did you see those barrels?
I did, and the stuff that they were floating in looked remarkably like the ichor from the scarecrows yesterday.
I'm just gonna be leaning over with like my hands on my thighs and be like, "Fuck the barrels, I need another drink."
And fortunately for you, you actually see a bunch of like a little. On the map, it looks like a bunch of crates, but it's actually little temporary bars that are set up with similar drinks to what you saw at the food courts. You can actually grab another Sourberry Slammer if you'd wish.
That is exactly where Dani goes.
All right. And while you're there, you see a couple people are talking about music by the side stage, discussing how they're going to do their performances later. You get your next Sourberry Slammer. Are you all getting another Sourberry Slammer?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so you're all going to do a Sourberry Slammer. I'm going to roll a die. Excellent. So you all get your Sourberry Slammers. Do you all do the floater shot?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, and you all get it. You all take your first steps, and you don't actually feel the need to take a Constitution saving throw. You actually throw the drink back and you don't take any damage. And while you're drinking your drinks, you actually hear them discussing how the music at the side stage works. And it's open to anyone. All you have to do is pay 10 silver, and you get a chance to get on the stage, and you can perform, and you get 10 minutes of performance. I have that back. Sorry, it's 1 silver for 10 minutes performance time. Sorry. And you get as many tips as you can gain in that time, depending on how good your performance is. And, Music Max, who's the kid running the side stage, he gets to actually run the side stage. He runs it, in exchange for running it, he gets to use the stage in between acts to kind of hone his skills a little bit. And he's telling someone, you don't always make the money back, but sometimes you do. It's the art of performing. You're supposed to just love performing, right? And they're having a nice little conversation about the importance of the arts and how performing is worthwhile to do, even if you're not getting paid, etc. And you guys all sip your drinks and look at your maps, and you see you have a lot of places to go. Next to you, you can hear the thunks of the Let Me Ask You a Question axe throwing booth. And across the way, you see the tree swings and the grapple hook obstacle course, the fishing game. Lots of options, and it is just past 10. So my pumpkin ass is probably going to turn into one soon. So, and also,
thank you so much.
I checked out your blog. Are you gonna put any of the stuff up there? Or
oh yes, so it's a good point. I should probably put the one shots on the blog too. So the session recap from this session will be posted to the blog at some point this week. It'll kind of depend on how long. Hopefully I can get it written tomorrow, but it'll depend on how long it takes to get that done. But sometime this week for sure. And if you guys want, I can pop the link into the chat saying, "Hey, here's your session recap."
That's cool. I like reading that. Yeah, it's cool.
Okay. Yeah. I will. I always feel weird. So I'm like, I don't want to be like, "Hey guys, read my blog." But like, if you want to,
just do it.
Yeah.
No, I love it. I checked it out. It was really cool.
Oh, well, thank you. It's always whenever players say, "I read your blog," I'm like, "You did? Oh God, what did you read?"
Wet.
This is a lot of thoughts there, man. So yeah, I will be posting the recap. Eventually the footage will get cobbled together. I have 2 videos I'm finishing up, and then I'm gonna start editing this one. And yeah, you'll be getting links from me about the session 2 and one shots as well. And
cool.
all of you did amazing. None of you, Dani, had any business being nervous about roleplay. You all did a great job. Do not doubt yourselves for a second. If you have anxiety and you're like laying in bed at night going, "Oh, but that one thing I did it wasn't stupid. It was fine." Quit telling yourself it was dumb. It was awesome.
No, I'm pretty sure if the purple-haired NPC is, what's her name?
Sativa.
Sativa?
Yeah.
I'm going to be hitting on her. I'm just letting you know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's very much going to be fine with that. So she's she's a druid. She's got purple hair. Look at her,
It's the purple hair. Can't help it.
Yeah, look, my favorite kind of characters are always, any verse I write, you're always going to see at least one purple-haired character, and I probably love her more than it's healthy. In this one, it's Sativa. But yeah,
nice.
if you guys need anything, let me know. And as a reminder, you can do stars and wishes. Stars are anything that you really enjoyed about a session. Wishes are things you'd like to see in a future session. You can voice them to me. You can send me a DM. You can post them in any of the group chats. Just feel free. If you have a star or a wish, let me know. And yeah, great session,
cool.
Everybody. Awesome job.
Thank you.
Right,
Thank
bye.
you.
Thanks. Bye.
Good night, guys.
Good night. Okay. And that is, let me pull over my OBS so I can actually stare at the camera I'm doing. Amy, could you not? I'm trying to finish the thing. How funny is it, though, that I made this tea to have and then proceeded to not drink any of it? That was session 1 with my SPG players for Sourberry. They did a great job, I think. Editing, Abby, I hope you have a easy time editing the footage, but if I know anything about you, you're probably going to have a very long time cutting 5+ hours of footage, but I appreciate you all the same. If you like this kind of content, feel free to like or subscribe to the channel. There will be more sessions coming soon. If you don't like this content, the cool thing about YouTube is that there's thousands and millions of creators out there who all make cool, different content. Go find one of those creators. They'd love to have you. YouTube will probably even suggest things to you. It's pretty great like that. So if you enjoyed it, stick around. If you didn't, please find something you like. The internet is a big place and the world is a sucky place, so you shouldn't spend any time not enjoying any part of it. So enjoy whatever it is you're doing, and please consider playing some D&D. Thanks for watching. Bye!